Hey everybody, and welcome back to Beneath the Tide, episode 23.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Episode 23, An Ocean of Sand. This is the name of the title. Makes sense. So, a couple announcements before we begin tonight's episode. Eat F's in chat for Kate. She has a pinched nerve, and that's why she's not here tonight. So eat some F's for respect in chat. Hi everybody. Hi, we have a podcast, you guys, for this game, mainly. For this game, Beneath the Tide. I am rubbing my notebook for some reason. And that podcast is up on iTunes and Spotify. All you gotta do is search up Mimics and Monstrosities, and you'll find us. So,
Yep.
Look us up, have a listen, and yeet us some sweet, sweet ratings.
Feedback. I am always looking for feedback. I would like to improve it. If you guys have any recommendations on format, I'm also willing to listen to those. I'm willing to listen to everything. So at me, bro.
It's super cool, and Garrett adds all sorts of like music and intro and stuff, and it's great.
Yes, do it. Part of me wants him to do the intros as news, but what can you do?
I mean, if I did that, I would want to have each of the characters have one as well, and then alternate.
Okay. Yeah, everybody alternate. An acapella intro, everybody sings the intro.
Got enough instruments between us. We could put together an intro. Someone just need to write it.
Maybe somebody is.
Mm.
Speaking of art being made that's going to be really expensive and intros, check out our podcast. We have a channel on Discord where you can specifically drop feedback in. But message Garrett, because Garrett's the one who does that, and it's his baby. Speaking of babies, also in the Meat Grinder are some concepts for some shows we're going to be trying to do for the first half of the week, which are probably going to be some Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays. Still ironing out some details, so keep your eyes peeled. But I don't know 100% the time slot on Sundays. I don't know if I want to do 7 because I still want to spend time with my girlfriend on my day off. It might be 10 p.m. on Sundays, which is 7 p.m. for most Americans, going over time zones and stuff, which isn't super late. And I want to do Call of Cthulhu, which is meaning that won't be happening anytime soon, though. Because we're doing a prototype one-shot using the 7th edition starter set rules and everything for Halloween. Halloween is on a Thursday this year, the 31st. The 30th is Wednesday. So this slot, that's right here with these wonderful people, will be a Call of Cthulhu one-shot where they're playing themselves.
Dude, Strahd is going to be great.
Yeah,
Halloween.
Curse of Strahd's going to be on Halloween, yeah. Everyone should dress up.
I will.
Last year we dressed up and it was fun. I'll
try to dress up as Florian with like the leather,
if I could dress up 100% as Strahd. If I could do Strahd, it'd be so good. Like figuratively and literally. Call of Cthulhu or Halloween one shot, October 30th. Be there, be square. Taking this slot. There will not be a Beneath the Tide on Halloween. Or October 30th, there will be a Call of Cthulhu one-shot called The Eldritch Mansion, where they're playing themselves, having been invited to a 3rd-year anniversary Mimics and Monstrosities party, and being put on by myself, and he's missing currently. And it's a really fun concept. Everybody has GoPros strapped to their head, going through this mansion. Found footage horror meets Call of Cthulhu. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
But it's like in the moment, so like it's just us with GoPros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The found footage.
It's gonna be so much fun. I'm so excited for it.
Is it the GoPros that face forward or the GoPros that face the person's face?
Oh,
so
forward.
You can just see their face and what's behind them?
Forward. There's a reason for it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm looking at Sunday nights for a Call of Cthulhu game. Once all the details are out, casting will be put out. And yeah, Call of Cthulhu is awesome, you guys. Thursday nights, we're also doing our run-through of Curse of Strahd. That happens every Thursday night at 7:15 Eastern Time until about 9:45 Eastern Time, so we can get off just in time to watch some Critical Role. However, the last session we played, we got a little too into it, and we did a 5-hour, nearly 6-hour session in Death House. So join us.
It was glorious. It was amazing.
It ended horribly. So the players have finally escaped the horrors of Death House, and now must brave Barovia itself, and that's tomorrow night. So I have a lot of fun planned for tomorrow night for Curse of Strahd, so come join us and let me suck on your blood. Speaking of blood sucking and amazing things that are great and horrific and just amazing, this is the worst segue. We're also working on a show strictly for our YouTube channel called Demystifying DMing, which I'm going to throw right to Sam right now.
Hey, yeah, we just had another episode 4 released on Monday, and it was the longest one yet. It was like twice as long as all the other ones because I was editing it, and I was like, this could be 2 episodes, but nah, let's just make it 1 and have it almost be 20 minutes long. It was so this week's episode is you've got players at your table, now what? And it's basically some things to keep in mind when you're actually like playing the game and running it at your table with people. Things like, when do you need to roll the dice and when don't you? What else did I cover? That was a big one. That took like the first 10 minutes. That almost was its own video. And then next week, I believe, will be tips on prepping and how to prep effectively and how to prep and prepare a toolbox so that your players, or so you can account for your players going off the rails, because they can't go off the rails if there are no rails.
Indeed.
Fun stuff.
Come for the tips, stay for the thumbnails.
That's, just makes the thumbnails. I can't claim any credit for those.
I love this week's thumbnail.
Right, it's really good. They just keep getting better.
Speaking of Sam, that's Sam right there. We've also thrown up applications to take part in our Sunday game, Soldiers of Lich Queen, which happens 1 p.m. Eastern Time. You can take a peek in our Discord to find a link to the application, which I will, if you're new to the Disc channel and you're hanging out, I'll drop a Discord link in the Twitch chat. So, if you're curious about being part of a fun game with some fun people, check that out. Drop an application, and maybe you'll get a chance to play with the best Triton ever made, Hannibal. A lot of fun. We've got a handful of applications we're sifting through right now and looking at, and more details will be revealed about that as we sift through your literal souls that you've put on paper.
Yeah.
You must be 19 years of age.
Yes, that too. I forgot to put that on the application for like the first day, and then I remembered and added it on.
Yes. Yes, 19 years or older. Please. Because laws could be different elsewhere. And you shouldn't be on... Anyways, join us as we prepare to submerge ourselves beneath the tide. So... So, when we last left off...
Tambourine.
New style.
I was hoping you had the fish that.
Alright, last time.
When we last left off, you all dealt with the repercussions of the Tides Moot, having just elected Monroe Quakeson, the Silver Dragonborn captain of the Winter's Kiss, to become the new Pirate Queen. After you all helped defend, by the skin of your teeth, helped defend the Tides Moot from the encroaching Mind Flayers under control of Irina the Red, who was revealed to once have been your ally, Iliasine. Irina was killed by Monroe Quakeson, and thanks to a clutch hold person spell by Noose. And then, after celebrating a little bit, Noose and Ogden had a little bit of a bottle episode to themselves, where really fun information was shared together. that nobody else knows, so I cannot reveal it.
Watch the episode.
Yeah, and then last week, the parties celebrated along with Monroe Quixon and the rest of the pirates gathered on the Tides Note to honor Monroe being sworn in as Pirate Queen. And with her first act, she ended the pirate war that was going on currently with the 9 organizations. However, stating that all pirates sailing without a banner that they're sworn under are open to be killed and murdered on the open sea. Looking directly at Ash and his crew upon mentioning this fact. After much deliberation and anxiety with the party, mainly Noose and Ash discussing things underwater, the party agreed to sign to Monroe Quixon herself and become part of the Pirate Queen's armada of ships, to be called upon at any time. Should they not answer the call, well, we'll see what happens.
Oh boy.
The party then realizing, oh, skip something. Ogden off on his own, dealing with the sadness and anxiety of the approaching situation of his soul being taken from his body and him possibly turning to dust from the soul scar that is currently on his arm. He decided to do some drinking. And he drank an entire bottle of kelp rum, which killed him because of how potent the alcohol is. However, something tugged him back to the mortal plane. His soul is not allowed to go anywhere right now. So as he fell to ash and turned to ash, his body reformed from the ashes, causing the pirates that had gathered quite a scare before he had a mental breakdown and ran away. And the crew decided, okay, let's get this dealt with. And they set sail for the 2-week-long sail, which they shortened with Ash's wonderful praying to his deity to speed up the process,
Fantastic.
getting to Sylgur, a desert continent that is Ogden's home continent, and normally a 14-day sail, which they did in about 12 days. They fought a couple harpies at sea, but I deleted the encounter, so the encounter never finished. So we're going to pick up the session with
I would
you
also like.
guys. Oh,
I would also like to take some issue with wording. Prayed to and his deity. I would like to amend those to his freeloader and demanded. His hitchhiker.
Essentially, the drunken stupid's just like, hey, well, just do this shit for me, bud.
Basically,
go.
Practically a direct quote.
And we end the session with you guys arriving at Sylgur, just off the ocean, swirling around the island to get access to the port town of Merchant. And that is where we're going to pick up. And if you all would like to... Oh, one minor announcement, I forgot. Shout out to CD Projekt Red, the developers of The Witcher, for allowing us use of The Witcher soundtracks in this stream. Now, back to the game. We're picking up with you guys arriving at this small trade dock settlement on Sylgur. The ship pulls up. You see numerous other ships docked here. Numerous people walking about in desert-style silks, long-flowing silks, hauling fish and tea and selling things. Ogden, you know this is Merchant, a small trade settlement on Sylgur, one of the 3 settlements that still remain on Sylgur. And this is where you departed to head to the continent of Ipshire, where you met the lovely Noose, Ash, Eclipse, etc. If you all would like to direct your attention to the Roll20 map, you can see what Sylgur looks like, and also get a taste of some tunage.
Technical question.
Hello.
How do I is that going to be in Discord? The link to that?
I believe you already have the link to that because you were in the combats in the tavern once. Yes. So just go to Roll20 and you just launch the game.
Ooh, that looks nice.
Oh, Justin, I sent you a message. I wasn't quite sure how you wanted to hash that specific thing
No.
out. Okay.
You can say that's secretive noose information that he has.
Excellent. Thank you.
But,
Ooh.
yeah, you guys arrive in this sort of settlement that is mostly huts and tents, and a lot of people moving about on the docks selling their wares. A lot of the humans look a lot opposite of what Ash looks like. Darker hair, not pasty, unhealthy skin, muscular. They've seen the sun quite a lot. They're wearing a lot of what it looks like ornate silks, and a lot of them are also wearing what looks like furs. Not heavy like furs, more like furs that belong to like camels, and maybe some like wildcats like cheetahs and lions, and a lot of bones also. And then a lot of the people are wearing very ornate jewels. And nearby, you guys see an individual. It's an Aarakocra, a turkey vulture-looking Aarakocra, wearing sky blue silk robes, studded with rubies all over the outfit. The figure's wearing a turban made of orange silk, complete with a pair of small tortoise-shell glasses that sit on his beak. Pierced through the beak is a golden ring. And standing beside him, and this little guy, Aarakocra is about 60 feet away, and there's people passing him and not really dealing with him, and he's trying to he's trying to engage with people. And standing near him is looks like a small little stable, with it's about the size of a small barn, and it looks like it's made from limestone, and the roof is covered in palm fronds. And he's just trying to get people's attention, like waving his arms at people. And you guys, dock the ship, and Lom takes the anchor and just into the water, and Grump and Gunner just sort of go, "Okay, we're here. I think this is it."
Yeah, thank you. Yep, this is the correct continent. Yep, we found it. All right.
We should probably find some transportation.
Oh, are we not just walking? I'm for that. I like this idea.
How does that work? Like, what kind of transportation do they have here?
I think we'll probably have to get a few camels.
What now? Chimeras?
Oh no, camel. It's it's like a pack animal that has two heads. It's very normal to our climate. There's plenty of like that over there.
And you gesture towards the stable.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys, as you gesture towards the stable, you guys see this Aarakocra kind of leading out this camel. Now, when the camel sticks its head out, you see one head right now, and then you see the second head kind of raise up and look in another direction. It's a camel in all sense of the word and looks, but it has two heads. And you see the camel's tongue kind of comes out of its mouth, and it's giraffe-like in length. And it stretches up to one of the palm fronds on the roof and tries to pull one of the palm fronds off. And he's like, the Aarakocra's like, "No, get away! No, no, no!" And trying to bat this camel's head to get it to stop eating his roof.
Oh, I just thought you were mispronouncing camel, but no, it's actually wow. All right.
Yeah, no. I was pronouncing it extremely correct.
I thought I wrote it off as another Ogden Boon eccentricity. My mistake. I apologize.
No need for apologies. I am eccentric. shall we proceed so I don't fully turn into dust?
Right. Also, supplies. What types of things should we get for a trek through the desert?
Water, for sure. Does anyone here have the ability to manufacture water, create water?
I think Noose does. That's how we've been eating.
Yeah, he made water in those barrels.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Perfect. That'll be great. But we should get some supplies. What's everyone's gem situation? I mean, you have to yeah. They may do some.
What?
They may accept some gold here, but you're gonna need gems. That's the main currency. Sylgur.
Diamonds count?
Yeah, diamonds work. Yeah.
I don't want to be spending diamonds though.
Yeah.
Well, no, you can negotiate down, or you'll get something in return. The idea being every time you make a trade, you can get something back, not just loose coins don't make as much sense. But if you were to say trade, you only had a large diamond on you, you could either break the diamond up or find a way to get some rubies back for the diamond.
Oh, it's like making change.
Sort of, yeah, I suppose, yeah. Without all the jingling around, without all the metal jingling.
So instead of jingling, it's more of like a clacking sound.
Yeah, clacking is much more it's sonically satisfying, in my opinion.
Must be a cultural thing.
I think it might be.
This'll, I guess, so he doesn't make himself a target, he's gonna kind of under the radar be like, oh wait, Ogden, what would this guy give me? And he's just gonna show him a 500 gold piece diamond. He's trying to gauge whether or not Ogden would be good at getting prices accurate.
I'll tell you what. I've only ever had to mention my name to get what I want, so I vaguely know what things are worth.
Could we do that instead of paying for things? Because that sounds useful.
We can try. I was supposed to be a success when I came back this time.
I'd say you're very successful.
You know what? A man with friends is a success. Let's roll out. We're gonna need supplies for the desert. We're gonna want water. We're gonna want tools. We're gonna want food. We're gonna want
kind of tools.
Yeah. It does back up to the tools, like carpenter's tools, brewer's tools, like specifics, or just any kind.
Oh, I'd say excavation tools.
All right.
Tools you'd use for digging, things like imagine your explosives, your shovels, your lanterns, I've got one lantern, but we're gonna need ropes. We're gonna need tools in general.
All right. Real quick, I take out, I reach in, I actually might need to go into my quarters for this. I come back with the bejeweled lockbox from the Iron Bull's ship that I dug up from like the bottom of the ocean in the first session. And I just hold it up and just go, is there any reason we haven't sold this yet? I remember at some point I was supposed to hang on to it, but I don't think that's the case now that the Sunken Lord is in the ocean.
I think we took a bunch of rubies off of it.
Some, I think it's it's called. In my inventory says it's a bejeweled lockbox, so I don't think we took all of them.
No, it's literally a lockbox encrusted all over with gems.
Yeah, I think we popped off like 5 of the rubies, but it's still.
Yeah, there's still like 23 rubies left on it.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So we could either, if we can get everything at a one-stop shop, we could just take this, or we can just pry some off. Someone yelled at me when I tried to sell it once. I was just checking.
It was me.
Okay. I wanted to make sure. I didn't remember. I'm sorry.
I wanted the rubies for my robe of communion.
Oh, do you still need them?
Well, rubies are always useful in case my robe of communion is destroyed or anything. But, we can always find some more, maybe.
This seems to be the place to find them.
Yep. So, sell away!
All right. Okay. So-
I'll try and grease the wheels the best I can using the old Ogden Boon charm machine.
Right. Also, just I remember the map. I'm thinking back. I'm remembering the map we were looking at of this continent. And I seem to remember a very large river that runs almost entirely to the pyramid.
Yeah. It's one of our wonders.
Is that river sailable?
It's too narrow to.
Is it?
It's very narrow.
You would have seen that, like when you kind of came down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You see that the river kind of narrows in a little bit, and it's not big enough for large ships to sail down.
Oh, okay.
No, our ship, the Void Maw, would bottom out shortly after Merchant.
Ah, that's a shame. That would have been much simpler, but oh well.
Yeah.
Yes, it would.
Since it is a water source, would it be safer to just get a raft and go down the river?
Listen, I wouldn't recommend using the water in Sylgur, like to travel.
I also, it looks like it comes off the ocean, so it's probably salt water anyway.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Justin?
I'm glad I didn't have to say anything about the river, because Ogden already said that it's probably not a good idea to traverse down it. So never mind.
Okay. Oh, I know.
All right,
Oh,
walking
wait.
it is.
I'll
Bye.
say this though, Ogden, you know it's
Tell me.
not safe to travel down, because
Yeah.
there are stories of giant crocodiles infesting that river, and the crocodiles have said to have been about, sometimes, rumors, say the crocodiles can generally range up to about 60 feet long, and they are massive crocodiles.
If you guys want to tangle with an apex predator who's always hungry and always angry, I'd like to minimize the amount of time we have to spend fighting predators. Really, pinpoint one thing we're attacking. I don't want to. I'd prefer not to. Have to fight the whole time.
Right, yeah. Hey, Noose.
Yeah, what up?
Do you think that sounds better or worse than taking a boat on Bleak Skull?
That's a toughie. I am a little biased.
Yeah, and just giant alligators or bottom of the river lined with corpses.
That pull you off your boat.
Yeah, and try to drown you until the shark man saves you. That was oddly specific. Let's go shopping.
All right, and remember, fellas, be cool. And then I start walking towards.
Lom's like, Captain,
Yeah.
we'll stay behind and guard the ship. And he
That sounds like a
gestures
very good
to Grump and Gunner as well.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like a very good idea. Here. They don't. They don't. So they don't take gold here at all?
Merchant, I think there are some places where they will, but outside of merchant, it is not as common to trade in gold.
Can you get things like food in gold?
Yeah, I think there are some stores that'll deal with it because this is where a lot of trade happens. This is a trade thing. They will consistently ask if you'd prefer to pay the Sylgur way or the foreigner way.
All right. Here's what I'll do. I go to my coins, and I'm going to give 100 gold pieces to our 3 crew members.
Like 100 each?
No, total.
Okay, yep. Mom's like, thank you, Captain.
I say, this is for food, upkeep, all of that stuff while we're gone. If they need you to pay to maintain the docking, pay for that. However, I will also say, use this money to try and wrangle in, if this is a port of entry, if there's any sailors looking for work of dubious morals, I will give you 10 additional gold when I come back for every sailor you manage to wrangle.
That is... Wait. Can I add an addendum there?
Sure.
A sailor that we actually keep.
Right, yes. Not just anyone. Yeah, if you bring on just like 30 random people, I'm not going to give you 300 gold if we only keep 2 of them. 10 gold per person we keep, yes.
Sounds good, Captain.
Great.
And then
Right.
Mom's like, be careful, Sylgur's fucked.
We have a native, I'm sure we'll be fine.
Oh, that's right. Lom is from Sylgur.
Mm-hmm.
Lom,
Yes.
be well.
I will. And he just pulls a large barrel towards the plank, the gangplank to the ship, puts the barrel in front of the gangplank, sits on the barrel, crosses his massive hack of orc biceps, and just sits there.
All right, I feel good about this.
All right. You guys disembark off the ship.
Noose is going to keep his eye out for any familiar markings. Supposedly there is a marked rock
Oh, yeah.
somewhere.
Give me a perception check.
All right. Now, if Noose is, when he's looking for this, I mean, depending on the situation, he's going to be actively looking for it, and if it's a wide open area, he's going to pull out the spyglass.
It's a very wide open area. There's like huts and makeshift docks, and then just vast desert, as far as the eye can see. Yeah.
All right.
Well, there's vast desert for about 10 miles, and then 10 miles away you can see a large city, which you assume is the capital.
Okay.
But other than that, it's just endless desert.
If that's the case, he's going to ask for a minute, get to a high position, and pull out the spyglass and look around for any marked rocks.
You'd probably have to go up into the crow's nest of the ship.
That's what I was saying. Oh, did I not say crow's nest?
No,
oh,
I think I heard high place.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, crow's nest.
You climb up the crow's nest and you spyglass. Perception check.
Alright. Okay, that is a 19.
Alright. You see... This is a desert, so there's not an abundance of rocks at all, because it's a desert of just sand. You see a small little black stone. About 10 feet to the right of the docks.
Right there.
Under the sand, under a rock. Does it look like it's out in the open?
Oh yeah.
That can't be right. He'll spend like a whole like 30 a whole another 30 seconds looking around, and then just being like, All right. And I guess he's some guy. All right. I supposedly was supposed to get a marked. Well, there's supposed to be a marked walk. We're supposed to have a little care package under it. This might be it. I don't know. I might have to ask him what the marking looks like. But here, stand so that no one can see what I'm doing.
All right. I'll do the stand there, looking around, keeping an eye out, make sure no one's looking.
And Noose is gonna put the rock, delicately pick up the rock, move it aside,
As soon
and
as
then
you
just
pick up the
start
rock,
digging.
there's nothing on it. You dig the sand, nothing there. But the rock felt a little heavier than it should have been. The rock felt like it was like 5 pounds, and it's only a rock that's like maybe this big.
Ugh. What is this? He will inspect the rock.
You see that there is a small little, it's like someone scratched a note into the back of the rock.
What is this? I'll look at it.
It's just the note says, "This is the best I could do last minute. I don't want to spoil the surprise. Throw it at an enemy."
All right. Okay. Well, hold it in his pocket.
While he was up in the crow's nest, can I retcon a quick conversation with Ash?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Captain,
Yeah.
while I got you here for a second, I did some research for you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Great. Good. Awesome. Perfect.
Any research you may have done, and any subjects I may or may not have asked you about, I would ask that you not speak about them to me out loud until they're ready to be acted upon.
Great. Then I won't tell you about a delicious cactus recipe that I got from my family. I won't tell you about that at all, because I know you were looking for something to make to impress my family were you to ever meet them here.
Right. Yeah.
What the fuck is
Yep.
happening?
So, I have nothing to say about a conversation we've never had.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I have nothing to say about it. You'd be surprised. Chymals,
Mm-hmm.
twice as much spit.
Per head or total?
I mean, yes. In answer to your question, both.
So it's 4 times as much spit then.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. You'd be so surprised.
Right. I would like to, same thing I did when I first asked Ogden to do the research. I want to pull out a sheet of paper and a quill and just I'll put it on the railing, and I'm looking towards the chymals and engaging in this conversation about them and their spit quantity. I'm focusing on that, but as I'm doing that, I'm writing him without looking, just a very hastily scrawled messy note that says more specifically, I want to bind the god in me. And then I just hand it to him without looking.
Oh.
Because I don't want the Stormlord. I don't know if he can see through my eyes or something like that, or hear what I hear. So I'm trying to sneak around something that lives in my head.
Who knows?
Who knows? That's why I'm being careful. And I hand it to him without looking.
Oh yeah, this cactus recipe is super tasty. But the thing is as soon as you destroy it, as soon as you finish eating it, the soul of it stays with you, you know. So you gotta like, that's the moment that it's really the best to really have, you know. You get, if you don't take the right laxatives, you'll get all bound up. If that's what you want, that's what you want. But this is a recipe that stays with you.
Right. So I'm not much of a cook.
Oh well, I am. I'm a fantastic chef. Tell
Right.
me.
So what I'm thinking is, Ogden,
Yeah.
maybe when you get this recipe figured out and perfected,
Oh yeah.
that if you wouldn't mind maybe cooking it for me. And you know what? If once it's done, you could just make it a surprise. Just whenever it's ready, I could just just have at it.
You know what? You'll be my first taste tester. So I haven't made it in years, or ever really.
All right.
A rumble of thunder.
That was very good and cryptic, though. Like
It was.
that was amazing.
But who knows what the thunder's for?
Oh, Noose, you need us to come guard you for a rock, and then.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and then we're back to the rock.
Thank you for indulging.
Yeah, for sure. So we're back to the rock news. The note says, I'm sorry it's so last minute. I tried my best. Throw this at your enemy.
Last minute, I gave him like 14 days. Oh wait, we'll see
And
what it does.
you see a symbol of Pipshin carved into the rock as well.
Puts it in his pocket.
What'd you get, pal?
It should help us. Not sure if it will, but it's something that I got from a contact of mine.
Great. Perfect.
Oh man,
All right.
you'll be happy
should
with it. You'll be happy with it.
Oh wait,
should we go shopping then?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things to do. I want to confirm with you before we ended our session last time. I rolled a 20 and a 2 for Fortune.
Yep.
For the day.
Cool.
Great.
Oh,
Just wanted to confirm.
I forgot something. On the rock news, beside enemies in brackets, it says or friends.
okay. I mean, yeah, okay.
And it's a 5-pound black rock.
Yeah.
It's a Pokeball.
Noose isn't very strong. Huh? Alright.
It's not a Pokeball.
Got a Pikachu in it.
It's actually got a Bahir in it.
Even better.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right.
I
Yeah.
choose you.
All right. So shopping for supplies and things.
Beautiful. Yeah, let's go. You guys, we should probably save. Well,
Do we really need anything other than, Kymals?
we need supplies. We need would I know? I would know the number of days it takes to Kymol transport.
So
To
to get to the capital, if you want to go to the capital and get supplies, to Stone Sun, taking the camels to Stone Sun would be about it's about a 4-hour walk if you're on foot. Kymos can do it in about 30 minutes
Wow.
because it's 10 miles.
Mm-hmm.
Camels pretty fast. I had to look
Oh,
up the
so
math.
we can
of,
definitely see Stone.
Yeah. It's about
Okay.
10 miles away. I had to do the math for what's the average speed of a camel. For large map scale purposes. To get to the pyramid, which Ogden Boon is about 60 miles away from the capital. With camels, Kymals, sorry. It would probably take about 2 hours and 15 minutes on camels. Wait, is that right? No, it's not. Sorry. It would take... I had the math right here. Yeah, camels can get to Stone Sun in about half an hour. To get to the Pyramid of Amin... would take, oh, my apologies, 3 hours.
I thought we were looking at days of travel. All right.
Not if you're on Kymos. If you're walking, walking would take you about a day of nonstop. If you walked nonstop with no rests, you could walk to the pyramid in a day.
Okay.
So that's like walking through sand, which is like
and through a desert.
Mm-hmm.
And Ogden, you also know that people who are not native to Sylgur have issues dealing with the heat of the continent.
So SPF up, boys.
Noose is gonna fucking triple, man. he's meant for darkness.
If only my class actually allowed me to switch my weather affinity will and not by every time you level up. Because desert is one of them.
Fellas, might I suggest we get Kymels, and then we go to the capital, where I can throw my name around a little more.
What would we get at the capital?
Supplies. We're gonna need something to protect you two a little bit. I can already see you guys are going to burn if you don't.
Like little sun hats, or what do you mean?
Yeah, I do mean sun hats. And Noose, I can already see you're getting the vapors. So we need to.
I think I'm getting a little.
I do declare, I think I am getting the vapors.
You see, he's got like those freckles and pock marks, like dark pock marks, but they're like getting much more pronounced in the heat.
Don't you worry, Noose. We'll get you a window seat so that flower stops wilting.
He's just gonna start wiggling his ears.
All right, let's. All right, let's head there. I'd also like to make a perception check, if I could, to see if I just a glance around to see if I can see the ship that left me on Ipshire. If I recognize it.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Great.
Ooh.
That is a 15.
You do not.
Great.
Other than the Void Maw, there's what's clearly a merchant ship here.
Mm-hmm.
And you see a bunch of Tritons offloading stuff. One of the Tritons is wearing... yeah, just Tritons offloading supplies. They're not wearing any clothes. They just have their scaled, kind of smooth bodies. And they're just lifting crates and dropping crates off. You can see kind of large supplies of kelp sticking out of the crates. And then the only other ship you see is a ship you've known to frequent the dock, the merchant district of Sylgur, because it is a brothel ship.
Gentlemen?
Called the Luminous Thighs.
The Luminous Thighs?
It's like me when I lift up my shorts. I'm pale.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, as you'll see, that is the brothel ship, the Luminous Thighs. I don't think I have to tell you what goes on in there, am I right?
No, you actually might need to tell Noose. You haven't. He doesn't.
That ship is. And then I just want
Can you see it?
walk away.
Can you see it?
Yeah, you can see the ship. Oh yeah, it's got like red.
Yeah.
It's got silks covering over it. There's like silks kind of like covering the entire ship like a canopy. So the entire deck of the ship is just shade.
Okay.
And hanging
does
from
he
the
notice any? Oh, sorry.
and hanging from the canopies are lanterns, shining, giving off red light.
Okay. So, based on his past interaction on Helena Azul, are there any similarly dressed people? Is it kind of like a similar
No.
flair to that? Okay.
No.
So he wouldn't put like the Sins of the Flesh thing together with what he's seeing in front of him.
No, because the people look rather extravagant and lots of fancy silks and makeup.
So yeah, he doesn't know. He just doesn't know anything.
Oh, this is a first class ship. Knowing that Ogden Boon has probably
For sure.
partied on that ship before.
Maybe we'll have time when we finish making sure you don't die.
Oh, I was going to propose that as a plan, but I didn't want to pressure anyone on the crew.
Fair enough. As long as I was just emphasizing the after part.
Oh, we should keep walking. Yes.
Yeah. I wanted to make sure. Like, staying on task.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
I see those silk sails. Are we gonna wibble-eat that ship? Like, take its wobbit?
Well, some of us will be plundering.
Oh man.
Take it.
The kind of cargo that ship has is not something I feel comfortable transporting. Ash does not want to get into human trafficking. That doesn't sound... No, we're not doing that.
Noose just has this weird look on his face. I don't get it.
Let's go get some Kaimels.
Yeah. I suggest the same. Let's do it.
Let's go get Kaimels. Let's do it.
So you guys walk over towards the small little barn stable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's about 20 feet away at this point.
Right.
And you approach.
So it's like right there.
Yeah, you guys. Well, while you're walking, you're talking. I assume.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, you eventually get up to him. And yeah, that Aarakocra, turkey vulture looking Aarakocra, brown plumage, fluffed up like white collar of feathers, and just a bald, pink, fleshy head with a beak. Covered obviously in the orange silk turban, the blue silks studded with gems, and the small tortoiseshell glasses sitting on his beak with the gold ring pierced through it.
Hail and well met.
Hail and well met.
I've come to purchase some Kaimel.
I have 4 left.
Great. Give me one moment to confer with my captain.
Great.
Huddle up.
Another undecided customer.
Yeah, but that's in your favor, my friend. And I'll let you know in a second.
Okay. Yes.
So, fellas, how are we splitting this up? Is anybody sharing a Kaimel, or are we all going solo? Do we need 3 or 2?
There's 4 of us.
I could probably share.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Eclipse is with you guys.
But I'm really small.
How much is a Kaimel?
1 ruby.
Well, I don't know.
Hold on. Now, I feel I want to check the quality of these Kaimel before we fully commit to giving you a ruby per Kaimel.
While you check that, Ash is asking Noose. Noose, can I borrow one of your daggers?
I only have this one left. The rest of them blew up.
Right. I'm just gonna take that and just start popping 4.
It's silver. It's silver. Just so you know.
I'll be gentle. I'll start popping 4. Actually, do you have a crowbar?
I do not.
Oh wait, no, actually, I know what I'll use.
Here's a little, and he pulls out like a kind of crooked bone knife from his leatherworking tools.
That works. I was also going to use these, and I hold up the Umber Hulk knuckles.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Fellas, I also have this. I have a miner's pick. if you need
It
it.
might be a little big.
Dara, okay, yeah, but I've also got this knife here too, if you need it.
Oh yeah, actually, there we go.
Okay, yeah.
Take that and just start.
Yeah, you probably.
I love the idea of Ash using.
Great. Can I want to.
Only for like opening bottles of like beer. Like shit, that's the only thing he uses it for.
Yep.
Anyway, sorry. Yeah.
How many rubies are you prying off?
I'll pry off 4 right now, and I'll do it like with my back turned and my cloak of billowing covering me.
All right, yeah. You pry off 4. You pry off 4 rubies.
I want to thread the needle of kicking the tires on the camels,
Sure.
or do it like testing them
Kick
out.
him in the shin.
No, but I was gonna say I don't know another better term for that. But I also
stroking the humps.
Great. I want to stroke the humps, but also
Look
actually
at the horse in the mouth.
I want to actually like
As long as it's not a gift horse.
check and see the general health of the animal, but also want to like calm them or like endear myself to the actual camels.
Yeah.
While
So
still like
you're like examining this camel he's brought out, and
I want to
rubbing its humps, and its 12-inch tongue comes out of its mouth and licks, just coils around your face and starts licking like all over your face.
Great. Great. Yeah. No. These are great animals. They are.
Yes, I breed them for a living.
You said you breed them for a living?
I do.
Great. Well, you're. I'd say they're. They're good, and not 4 rubies for 4 good. I'd definitely give you. I definitely give you 2 rubies for all 4 of these camel. Especially if you'd be doing a favor for the Boon family.
Who's that?
That's me, Ogden Boon.
Persuasion check with disadvantage because he has no idea who the fuck you are.
Damn it.
Not in merchant.
Oh boy. Ogden Boon. 8.
Well, I am the only breeder on the continent.
Oh, wait. Would I know that name, or would I know him, or like would I've heard of?
You've heard the name Mal Charmin before, and you assume, putting pieces together, this is the very well-known camel breeder on Sylgur.
Oh, Mal Charmin. Oh,
Yes.
Can I hear how badly this is going?
You do. They're like right beside you.
Okay, I'm just gonna turn around and I'm just gonna hold out my hand over the bird man's hand.
He pushes Ogden out of the way and adjusts his tortoiseshell glasses and leans in real close and goes,
Okay.
"Oh, those are wonderful specimens.
4 rubies, 4 camels.
With those rubies, you can get all 4 for 1.
1 ruby for 4 camels. There you go.
He takes it, looks around, and puts it in his beak and swallows it.
Okay, all right. Well, we got some.
You could have rented them, but with that, you just bought them. I mean, it's a good idea to buy them. Renting them's expensive, depending how long your trip is.
Can you gauge what's going on right now? Like, based on maybe the worth of those rubies, and
I mean, he told them that.
like this guy's body language, though.
insight check.
All right. Let's see. That is 13.
He's being pretty honest. He's just weird as fuck.
All right.
And he says, "Well, yeah. So, camels. How far are you guys traveling?"
Our destination is our business.
Fair
Far.
enough. Fair enough. 10 miles or more, 20 miles or more, 40 or more.
Around 60 each way?
60 each way. Okay.
Maybe 70 today.
You need saddles. With that ruby that covers the saddles and the feed for the camels. Camels, well, you know who I am. He looks at Ogden, so you must know. Camels can store about 2 weeks worth of water in their humps, so I just, hydrated them so they're good. Now, I don't know if you all know this, and he leans in real close to all three of you, or the four of you, because Eclipse is there, and says, their urine is very nourishing.
Yeah, of course, obviously, yeah.
And their milk. And these are females, so you can milk them.
I was going to ask how many males, how many females you had given us.
4
Thank you.
females. And he, you see him kind of, flick one of the teats. He's like, they're really good. Milk them good.
Great, but easy on the easy on our. We've purchased these animals, and I don't think we need to be.
Apologies.
Thank you.
The last time Noose had milk was the very first episode of this campaign, where he had that bottle of rotten milk that he kind of chewed on. Remember?
Yeah. And he sees Noose and goes, "Oh, yeah, you might need a child's saddle." And he
You almost say a child-sized noose.
I almost did.
Yeah.
He
Bottle.
he takes the saddle off and walks back into the back.
One size fits all.
He walks into the back of the stable and you hear him just going, no, don't eat that. And he walks out and he's holding a baby camel under his arm and a child's saddle, and he puts it on one of the full-grown camels and straps it in, and he starts strapping the feed bags to each camel and saddlebags and stuff.
While he's doing that,
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, while he's doing that, I just lean over to everybody and I just go, guys, so that was one ruby, and I've got 20 of them still. I think we might be rich here.
Sylgar's a beautiful city in which we are now kings. A beautiful place. However, we'll be able to...
Eastern Europe.
Yeah. It's like in Eurotrip when they go to Poland.
Yeah. Great. So let's get while the getting's good.
He's like, hold on. You need to document some ownership papers first.
One-
Great. Thank you. Of course.
One last quick thing. Is this guy running a petting zoo as well? Where he puts little things on these little ones for the kids and rides them around.
Yep.
That's so adorable.
And he goes, he has these 4 papers, and he approaches Ogden Boon. No, he approaches Ash first. Yeah, so just fill this out. Just, certificates of purchase. You sign it with your name. And the names of your camels.
All right. I don't do any paperwork myself. That's all this guy's job, and I pointed Ogden Boon because I don't know if I speak the local language or write it. I don't know if I know the alphabet, so I'm going to let Ogden take care of that.
All right. Okay. And the Aarakocra hands you the paper and says, "Yep, just sign your name and the name of the 4 camels you would like to sign, register them under."
do you guys want me to name these for you, or would you like to pick your own names?
Mine's name is Spittoon.
It's that is Spittoon, yes.
Yep.
S
Spittoon.
Spittoon. That's
Spittoon.
Spittoon. So Spittoon. Maybe
Sure.
one T.
No, it's just a Spittoon.
Great.
Okay.
Ash just walks up to his and is just like looking them very closely in the faces, like going back and forth between the two of them, like,
Give me an animal handling check.
Okay, +0. 8.
Both heads.
This is Terry.
Terry.
I just imagine Ash getting drunk, punching both camels.
One time I got drunk and got into a fight with a camel.
Just pulling a full-on Conan the Barbarian.
All right. Yeah.
Or 13th Warrior, where the guy tackles the horse.
Mine is my Kymel. This is obviously. This is. This is. I'm gonna name. This one's very sweet. I want to name it after my mother. My mother, Marion.
Okay. Each of you now, I want to ask what Eclipse is calling hers, because if Kate wants to respond in chat, which wants to name her two-headed camel, feel free to do so.
Great.
Or message me on Discord. The three of you, though, if you look under your other on your character sheet, under mounts, you should be able to add a Kymel to that.
Under other possessions?
No.
Extras?
Under extras, thank you. There should be a section for mounts, and that's where you can add a. You should be able to add a Kymel under mounts there. And I totally forgot. You guys took horses on the King's Island to get to the boat.
Oh yeah.
We'll say the kobolds probably ate them.
Sounds, yeah.
Oh, you guys were in the Feywild? Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Why is it that when I go under Mount, Arakakra shows up?
Because you can.
Asarak shows up.
Yeah, it's a little. The system's funny because I want to get a Sararak as my mount.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. I forgot there's an extra as well. How do you spell Kymel?
Chimel.
There it is. Sweet.
And you can also name your mounts through there too, so you don't forget. And you can also track their HP and everything too. That's how I track Moloch, my dog, and Soldiers of the Lich Queen.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Good to know.
How do you name it?
You can
That's a later question. I'm sure.
Oh wait, can I customize that? Oh.
Easy.
At some point I need to Justin, at some point the ship is still called the Cobalt's Cradle on the sheet.
I think you can change that too.
I just tried. I didn't see it actually. It didn't look like I could, but that's a later thing. Oh wait, nope. Customize. There it is. Never mind. I got it.
Cool.
Didn't see it.
Yep. So you guys, he's like, we'll say Eclipse writes down whatever she writes down, and Ogden, you hand the paperwork back to the nice bird man.
Yeah. Here you go. All named and perfect. There you are. It's all written down. There you go.
All right. He's like, thank you very much. These names are interesting.
Thank you.
I had someone called their Kymel once Bumblefuck.
Oh wow! What a colorful thing to name a beautiful creature.
Yeah, I killed him. Well, yeah, what?
You killed the Kymel or the
I'm just kidding.
Can I check an insight and see if you're kidding or not?
Sure.
That is a 22.
I killed the person. Don't
I
disrespect these wonderful animals.
Oh, never. Oh, are you kidding? Oh, absolutely not. No. I also, I would love to have you remember the generosity of the crew of the Void Maw and the captain, Ash.
Just so chat knows, Eclipse called her Kymel Praline.
Nice. That's a beautiful name.
Just as beautiful as Spittoon.
I feel like these fit on a spectrum.
But yeah, he looks at the paperwork and goes, all right, everything's in order here.
Could I ask one more favor?
Sure.
There are a few in my crew who might be a little averse to the heat. Do you have any recommendations, or do you have any extra hats or things to keep them cool?
No, I sell Kymels.
Great. Just thought you might have, for a prized customer.
I sell Kymels.
Great. That's hearing all that. Thank you.
That's what we're going to the capital for, right?
Yes. Do you have any recommendations of places to get like that fine hat you're wearing? I'd love to.
It's
maybe.
a turban.
Great. Semantics are important to you. I will say, meaning no disrespect. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
And thank you too. You as well.
Okay. Kymels for sale.
Didn't he say we bought the last 4?
He really did. He did. I think he's selling off the baby Kymels at this point. He is a profit-driven.
And he is currently petting one.
Eric Okra.
Yeah, as we're leading our Kymels away, I lean over. I'm like, yeah, no. Once we get out of that pyramid and make our way back, I think we should go on like vacation in the capital. I think vacation in the capital sounds like a good idea.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. The capital's the place to be, baby. And I can introduce you to my family. It'd be great.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, everybody met my family, so might as well.
Yeah.
Except Ogden Boon.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm sure they're just as lovely as you.
Noose kind of puts his hand on his pack where Gang's bits are.
Yeah.
Know that.
Let's get while the getting's good, fellas. Time is of the essence, if I may.
Right.
All right.
Let's saddle up to try and get on this thing.
Everyone across the board. Animal handling checks as you all try to mount your Kymels for the first time. Actually, before you guys mount them, are you going to be doing anything with your Kymel first?
I'm going to nuzzle my Kymel and sing it a lullaby.
What does that lullaby sound like?
Hush, little Kymel, not a sound. Don't you worry, I'll be around. Go to sleep, little Kymel. You can trust in me.
Animal handling check with advantage as you try to climb on top of it.
That's a 15.
Just a little bit of resistance because it's not used to being sung to. especially a lullaby. But after like about a minute or two of you struggling to get onto it, you get onto it, and it doesn't buck you off.
I look at him, kind of like just the smallest hint of cockiness. Piece of cake, fellas. Piece of cake.
I want art of Ogden sitting in the middle of two humps on a camel. Two-headed camel. Noose. What are you doing before you get on this thing?
He's not quite sure what they eat or anything, so he's gonna like test a couple things up in front of their mouths. Like he's got some of these more cost guts. Hold them out in front of him.
The tongue lolls out, and you get a glimpse of fangs inside the mouth, and the tongue wraps around the Morkoff bit and just swallows it.
All right, he's gonna take a little bit more, like a little bit more of the intestines.
The other head just.
Yeah, just a little splash of kelp rum on there. All right, buddy, here you go.
Yeah, the other tongue.
Excellent. And he's gonna.
And your camel dies.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
What?
I'm kidding.
We need another one.
But dude.
Okay.
But then like the image of Noose like riding a baby camel in the desert.
Spittoon Jr.
Yeah.
or Spittoonier, if you will.
Yeah.
All right.
Give me.
So yeah, Noose.
These things are tall though.
Yeah.
And Noose is
He's
not
just got
tall.
rope. He's got his.
Yeah. Give me an
he's
animal.
got his, like,
give me an
rope
just
of
give me
convenience.
a animal handling check with advantage as well. Because it like what you fed it.
Okay. Ooh, that's nice.
But you've just learned
Okay.
they're carnivorous and herbivorous, so they're omnivorous.
Yeah. 24.
Oh, you kind of like shift your feet in the sand a little bit.
Yeah.
And you launch yourself up.
What?
And you land between the humps with no issue.
Oh.
I definitely
Hello.
grab
Oh,
the
hello. Yes. I am a natural. Thanks for the example, Ogden, on how to do it correctly, so that I could perfect it.
Perfect. Amazing work.
And last but certainly not least, Ash, what are you doing before you get on this thing? It just spit in your face.
Right. Ash just looks at it, is like, all right, Kynal. Terry, all right, Terry. You make this easy for me, and I'll make this easy for you, all right? Let's just, have a nice, simple ride, and I'm going to just start climbing on.
With disadvantage, animal handling.
Oh, boy, +0. Well, it's not going to get worse than that. Yeah, that's a 3.
It bucks and you just face first into the sand. Meanwhile, Eclipse is going to scritch both of them under the chin, the heads of her Kymel, of Praline, and her cat claws kind of scratch it a little bit. It's just like, and then she eventually just clambers onto it, and Ash, you eventually clamber onto it.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, Ash just gets up, turns around, and looks them right in the face, like, "Look, Kymel, you do not want to make an enemy of me, all right? Now you're going to stand there. I'm going to get on your back, and you're going to carry me across this desert."
And you get on it, and so does Eclipse on hers. All right.
Here we go. To Stone Sun, everyone. I'll lead the way.
Please do.
And as you guys make your trek towards Stone Sun, the Kymel's moving incredibly fast. A little faster than horses would go at a full speed. They go about 40.
How graceful.
Pretty graceful.
Oh, sorry.
They're pretty graceful.
Okay.
And they go about 45 miles per hour. So they're like... so they're moving towards Stone Sun. And we're going to go ahead and take a break right there. And we'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes. Everybody can go get drinks. Noose's ears are just like... go get drinks, go to the bathroom, do what you all need to do, and we'll be back from the break in 5 minutes, 10 minutes. All right. Onwards to Stone Sun. Yes, we are. Oh, my microphone. And hello again, everybody. And welcome back to Beneath the Tide. Yeah, you guys are riding your Kymals pretty fast, and I was wrong. The trip to Stone Sun should not take half an hour. These things move 45 miles an hour. So, for about 35, 45. So you guys are probably going to get to there looking at my map. 1 hex is about 5 miles. So, you guys are probably going to get there in like 15 minutes.
Keep using my hat.
I get it.
Gotta hang on to it on these fast-moving chimels.
Yeah, so you guys, this is just desert as far as the eye can see. You can't see, like, just nothing. No animals. Nothing flying around. A lot of bones, like dead animals have died in the middle of this desert and just desiccated and turned into dried bones. You might see, you do see a few vultures flying above. That's about it.
Are they Aarakocra vultures?
No, these are just normal vultures.
Oh, okay. All right.
All Aarakocra on this continent, though, look like turkey vultures.
Naturally, yeah.
But yeah, you guys eventually, after about 15 minutes of travel, you come to these large gates. Now, the weird thing about Stonestone, as you get closer and closer to it, the entirety of the city, it's a massive city, massive, like beyond massive, almost to the point of being a little too much. It's surrounded by a large wall of limestone, and in front of the limestone, about 20 feet in front of the limestone, there is about palm trees just lining the entirety as another natural wall. And these palm trees, they rise up so tall, and their fronds kind of descend over the city, kind of giving the city this makeshift canopy where it's always shaded inside the city and manageable to live inside of, where it's not constantly just unbearably hot inside.
Sounds like home.
Sounds like home. In between the trees and the wall is a small little moat of crystal clear blue water. And you can see some chimels that are hitched near the water source and are drinking from the water source. And the entrance door into the city looks like livestock and animals aren't allowed inside the city. In Ogden Boon, you would know that, yeah, animals aren't allowed inside the city because of, well, pets are allowed, but livestock like chimels and cows and horses and stuff like that aren't allowed in the city because they shit everywhere. And
So do people.
And so do people. But, yeah. Yes. Massive, massive city. Ogden, you know, it's a massive city of around 200,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
So take that what you will in terms of the size. And you guys can easily tell that the city is split up into 4 districts just from the outside. And there's just a massive gate of limestone. And the gate is large iron bars. And standing in front of the gate are 2 armed soldiers. But the soldiers look dog-like humanoids, almost like jackals. They stand about 7 feet tall, both of them. They're not muscular, but they're lean and agile. They're wearing lots of like multicolored bird feathers across their hide armor, and they're both wielding very, very large glaives. Ogden, you know these are the Kebiche, the jackal-like humanoids that live on Sylgur. And they don't have fur. It's just black flesh. Yeah, it's just skin, black skin. And they look like Anubis. And they're both standing guard by the gate, just holding their glaives, looking forward, not making eye contact with any of you.
Yeah, I just no fear. Tie up the chimel.
Mm-hmm.
And walk up to them and say, just approach the guards. Hail and well met.
Hail and well met.
We seek entrance into the city.
The two guards look over the party. They look at Eclipse for a moment and just narrow their eyes.
Cats and dogs.
And they look at Noose and they look him up and down. They look at Ash, and one of them kind of leans into the other one and just says something you can't understand, you can't hear. Just like, and they both kind of.
Can Noose hear?
You can, but you cannot understand what they're saying.
Oh, all right.
It's a language you don't understand.
Good to know.
And they just kind of go, and one of them kind of goes when looking at Ash. Why do you want in the city?
Supplies to visit my family, and oh, by the way, I'm Ogden Boon.
They both roll their eyes.
That's what I expect.
The other one's just like, let him in, fine. Just let him in, he'll talk endlessly, and then we'll never hear the end of it. Just let him in. And the gates just open up.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Noose is like, kind of, like he's trying to hook up the camel, and he's just like, how do you tell other people's camels from your camels? Camels.
I was just thinking about that. When I tie off my camel, I take off my cloak of billowing and put it on, like, tie it off around my camel, like on the saddle.
Yep.
Like, how do you make sure? Is there anybody around that's kind of overlooking them so that people don't take other people's camels?
Well, the guards.
Oh.
And yeah.
All right. Noose is just gonna take his bedroll and like put it over the top of the camel.
Okay.
And his bedroll is kind of very Noose-like.
Yeah,
Just
it's probably
stitched together leathers
disgusting.
and
Yeah.
yeah. Very comfy though for Noose.
You know what? If you guys are doing it, I don't want to be the only one not cool here. So, all right, okay, here we go. Great. All right. Hum. I'm just looking at all the stuff that I have, and I can't see anything. You know what? I also take out my bedroll and put it on the camel.
Okay. Eclipse
Come back and your twos have died of heat stroke.
Eclipse pops out one of the peacock feathers from her hat that she can easily just put back in, and she kind of just like threads it through the strap, one of the straps, the saddle straps, and turns like, "All right, Aish."
What's up?
I just said, "All right,
All right, what?
let's go."
No, we're following Ogden. I don't know where we're going. He lives here.
Here we go. Let's go in.
All right. So you guys proceed through the gate. As you're proceeding through the gate, you see two large statues behind these Kebuche, these jackal-like humanoids, and the statues look like massive crocodiles, and their eyes are rubies. And Ogden, you know these crocodiles are also a part of the city's defenses. That if the alarm is set, the statues animate and go after criminals, intruders, etc. The statues are about 40 feet high each. And yeah, Ogden, you know they animate, come off the plinths, and will chase after whoever they need to.
Yeah. So be cool.
Yes,
I haven't
cool.
I haven't personally witnessed them activated too many times, but they will. They'll certainly make your day. They'll ruin a day.
Noose will
Just
keep
that
an
big?
eye out as they're going through the town. Noose will keep an eye out for any symbols relating to his faction.
Sure.
Okay.
But as you guys pass into the through the gates, you immediately find yourselves standing in the district known as the Sun District, which is easily discernible because in the limestone cobblestone of the streets, the cobblestones some of them have been painted and arranged into the pattern of a sun every 20 feet or so. The streets are about 30 feet wide. No, they're more than that. They're about 60 feet wide. And people are bustling through. Lots of people, about hundreds or so people is pushing past each other on the street. Very busy, very active. And everyone looks like they're wearing high-end clothes, very rich silks, gems, rings just all over the place, jewelry. You guys are kind of standing in the middle of this intersection with a street going to the left, a street going to the right, and a street continuing north.
I want to turn to the group and say, all right, everyone, keep your wits about you. Watch for pickpockets. No stragglers. Follow me.
Keep a firm grip on the giant trident and use it like a walking stick.
Yep.
Great. Which direction to what I would call home or familiar territory?
Probably the shop district, the Star District, which is down the right street about 20 minutes.
That's heading right there at a clip. Like,
okay, so you just down the right street.
Yeah, just like I already gave them the SCO. Like,
yeah,
just on it. We're on a mission.
All right, Ogden just takes
follow
off.
after.
Yep. Noose, you following as well?
Yeah.
Noose just like on his little goblin feet, slap, slapping on the ground on the stone, just. Yeah, I just need to look up something real quick. In my notes. That is it. I'll get to it when I need to get to it. That's fine. That's fine. Yes. So you keep going, and eventually you guys kind of see this archway. And on either side of the archway are those same crocodile-like statues with the ruby eyes. And overhanging over this archway is a large painted star. The star's painted blue. And this is the Star District, where most of the shops and merchants are set up. This is more like the merchants district. And immediately through the archway, you guys see this very tall building. It's maybe 3 floors, and it's made from like various colored wood built together. It looks beautiful. It's like rainbow colored almost wood, just kind of built together with flowing silk canopies. You also notice while you're walking through here, all the windows, there's no glass set in the windows. All the windows are just open. And this massive 3-story building is just, rainbow wood, multicolored silks cascading, and there's a huge sort of statue standing on the top of the building. And the statue it's a man, a human male, standing there with his hands on his hips. He's wearing like a very weird looking kind of like domed hat, kind of like that a explorer would wear. Kind of like one of those archaeological explorer hats. Not like Indiana Jones, but more like the rounded on the top. The safari
helmet?
Yes, thank you. That's the helmet. That's what I wanted. On his hips, he's got a miner's pick in the one hand and a large satchel on his back. Written across this hanging sort of like sign that dangles from the neck of this statue are written in Primordial, which is the main language of Sylgur. Written in Primordial is a name I can't find in my notes. But I have it written down.
Could it possibly be the Sylgur Society of Archaeological Enthusiasts?
Thank you so much. Yes, it is.
I got you.
Awesome.
So, here we are, the Sylgur Society of Archaeological Enthusiasts.
What are we doing here?
Oh, this is where we supply up. I carry a respectable amount of weight around here.
All right. I thought we were going shopping, but all right.
Oh, we need supplies, friend.
Okay.
Sir, Captain, obviously.
What friend works? We're not on a boat. I'm not in charge.
Shall we proceed? And then just right towards the door, and just I kind of want to just see if do I recognize anyone in the square, or
not in the square, no.
Great. Then I just want to go straight into the building.
All right. So you push open the doors, and as you walk through the entryway, you all hear a voice emanate from the statue on the roof, and it says, "Oh, welcome, Ogden, Boon, and friends."
That big statue just talked to you.
Yeah. You've never had a statue talk to you?
We've all been into Baxter's shops. We've all had a statue talk to us.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh hell, Ogden Boon, is that you? And you get there's a crowd in here. It's all a bunch of like archaeologists and explorers, like looking at books and looking at all these like artifacts and cases and stuff. Like, oh my goodness! And you guys hear a voice coming from the crowd. But you can't see the figure, but you see people moving aside for a figure. And approaching you guys is a goblin with orange skin, dressed like Indiana Jones almost. has a whip wrapped around his waist as a belt, and just numerous pouches filled with like trinkets and objects. He looks a little dirty, and he's wearing one of those helmets and a large pair of goggles that magnify his eyes up a little bit. And he's like, "Oh hell, Ogden Boon." And Ogden, this is the president of the Sylgur Society of Archaeological Enthusiasts, Biff Tamlin.
Hail and well met, Biff.
Well, hey, how's it going?
I want to give him a big old clap on the back and a shake of the hand, like we're on a mission, but first, this is my captain. This is Ash. This is
howdy.
Our cook, Noose.
In Goblin.
Hi.
In Goblin, he says, "Hello."
And
Hello. And this will say that in Goblin as well. And give him a nod.
And this is Eclipse, who I forget what her job is out of character.
She doesn't have one yet.
This is Eclipse, who needs no title to be known that she is a dear friend.
Nice to meet you.
True ally. I was wondering if you'd be so kind as to help us saddle up to supply up. Where I want to bring him in close tonight, and I want to be like, and I kind of want to just as discreetly as I can show him the time tattoo. Like kind of not like I'm not.
Yeah. You show it to him discreetly. He just kind of stands back and rubs the bridge of his nose, and out loud he says, "You fucking idiot! God damn it!"
Well, are you gonna help, or are you gonna just?
Well,
I mean, I can't help that he chose.
Oh yeah, I can help. And he kind of leads you all towards this back room. Make way, make way. And he opens his door, looks around to make sure nobody follows him, and he ushers you all inside. Closes the door behind him, runs his hand down the back of the door, and you hear mechanisms locking the door. And he turns to the four of you that are gathered and says, "How in the bloody Sam hell did y'all piss off Amin?"
Here's the funny thing. I don't think I did anything, except for I had a dream, and now he's pretty convinced. He wants my soul, and I've already loosed this coil once recently, and I tell him about the kelp rum, and I was dust, and now I'm not. So he's got plans for me, and you always said if you're gonna get into trouble, get in there deep, and so
Yeah, you got in there real deep, didn't you?
oh yeah,
Fuck.
yeah.
Yeah. Damn. Say, where'd you go? You went missing.
I was just off. I do a quick glance at Noose, and then back to Biff. Sometimes you need to go on a walkabout and just get your head right.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Great.
So, what do y'all do for a living? And he looks at Noose, Ash, and Eclipse.
I am a simple messenger, a simple missionary.
Right.
Yeah, I suppose you are, actually, yeah. Never thought about it that way.
And what about you?
Well, I'm a ship captain.
You don't look it, but okay.
Would a hat help?
Probably.
I don't like hats.
She looks more like the captain than you do.
Well,
It's probably a good thing. Maybe she's targeted more by other things. Cool. My name is Biff Tamlin.
Hello, Biff.
Hello. I am the president of the Sylgur Society of Archaeological Enthusiasts. We are a society of archaeologists that go around the entire world of Dil Nasra and dig up artifacts and bring them back here for the rest of us to look at and admire.
Have you found anything of note? Like, have you found anything related to Pipshin?
Nope.
All right. Thank you.
We generally don't care too much about what the deities, artifacts of the deities. Fuck the deities, as I always say.
He means no disrespect. It's not on his radar. Sorry, not to qualify for you, Biff. But
Thank you, Ogden.
We do have some religious folk.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
I mean, in this crew of my new friends, there are a few people who are believers.
Well, no disrespect, just fuck them.
Fair enough.
Well, we did raid this place about 10 years back. On this continent, you might have heard of it, called Esselvire. All right, cool.
sounds familiar.
There was a coastal village years ago called Blootfelsen. And there was rumors that there was a city, built below, underground, where the dead kind of roamed and ghosts roamed and shit. We found one of these, and he gestures towards a glass case. And in the glass case, nestled on a red velvet pillow, is an amulet that is cleaved in two, but it's laying on this pillow. The amulet is kind of like a crescent moon wreathed with tentacles, but it's been cleaved in two.
How big is it?
The amulet's probably the size of like a fist.
Let's say the person that wore that was probably a jack of all trades.
Sure.
Hey, is it supposed to be broken like that?
That's how I found it.
Is it worth more when it's not broken?
Oh, probably. I don't advise on touching it.
Yeah, this is in general, this is a look, don't touch situation, friends.
Yeah.
All right.
This amulet was said to belong to an eldritch god. An ancient horror that was apparently supposed to be released like 200 years ago, almost, but never did.
Yeah, we've got enough of those in our lives.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah,
Fuck the gods.
A lot of fake prophecies, from blasphemers.
We also got this head, and he points to like a mummified, desiccated head in a case.
All right,
Just
you do you, buddy.
I just thought it was cool.
Do you know who the head belongs to?
Nope.
Newscast Speak with Dead.
It's in a glass case. Don't you have to touch it?
Oh. Check. I didn't think you needed to touch it, but let me have a look here. Oh, it's within 10 feet. Don't have to touch it.
All right. Yeah. You guys watch as the head kind of like its eyes open up and its mouth opens and lets it this like, and a lot of like dust falls out of its mouth and this
Zombie!
What
Zombie!
Sam Hill?
Zombie!
Oh, you've angered it by denouncing the gods.
No, I haven't.
And Nuso just whisper, ask it the question, what is your name?
Michael.
See, you've disturbed Michael and your blasphemous words to the gods.
Want me to stab it? I can stab it.
Can I insight check on Noose to see if he's just if I can tell he's doing a goof?
Sure.
I'll roll
deception.
deception. Yeah. Okay.
No. Oh, I should have stopped you before rolling that and made you roll it too. Shit. Well, I guess I believe it because I just rolled a natural 1.
That's right.
Like
He's rolled an 11, so. Well, you rolled a 12 minus 1, so. That's what you get.
I can stab it. I can kill it. I can
All
shoot
right,
it up with lightning.
So with that out of the way, whatever that was, I take it you're going there then.
yeah.
To the pyramid.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a little sit down with Amin.
So speaking of Amin, you know how he was just a myth, a legend kind of thing.
Oh, he's real.
Yeah. The stories about his effect have kind of been coming true. Our food has been rotten almost instantly as soon as it's brought onto the continent. No matter what produce we get shipped in from no matter where, it just rots within hours. It rains blood sometimes. and people have been going a little bit insane.
Yeah, I've experienced. I'll be honest. I've experienced some a little bit of mania myself. A little bit of erratic behavior. A little bit
Well,
of unsolicited anger. Yeah, a lot of.
we had a mass murder in the Sun District about 2 weeks ago. The pharaoh was killed, murdered.
Oh my
by just the
gosh!
servants. The guards of the city, they killed all the servants for it, though. But a lot of people have been on alert right now. They haven't had to activate the statues yet, but it's just a matter of time before they do and have the statues, constantly patrolling the streets. But shit's not good here.
Well, then there's no time to waste. We've been talking, and every second we're talking is another second we're not defeating a mean. I've got. Do I have like?
You've got 6 days remaining.
Yeah, I got less than a week, Biff.
Well, if the stories are true, no one's seen the entirety of the pyramid, and as you know, the pyramid is said to be cursed.
Yeah. Do you have any portions? Has anyone made it out with any portions of the maps, the pyramids?
No.
Well then, boy, you're gonna love the present I bring you.
If you bring me maps and treasure from that pyramid, oh Lord. Lord, I'll pay you all handsomely. Now, he looks at Noose, Eclipse, and Ash. You guys aren't from the continent, are you?
What gave me away?
You're Lily. Lily livered.
I'm what?
I don't know.
You can see my liver?
Yes, I can. Look at these goggles.
How many fingers is my liver holding up?
14,000.
Special eyes.
It was 2.
Exactly. 2 is a part of 14,000. Now.
What?
I mean, technically telling you the truth.
All of y'all.
I disagree.
Y'all, how long do you plan on staying here after dealing with this whole predicament?
Oh, we're gonna need some R&R after this, I
At
think.
least long enough for a beach episode.
Sounds good. Now, I was gonna offer you guys, residence here, but judging by that deed on your waist there, Mr. Captain, looks like you already own a house. So,
What gave it away? The giant key hanging from it?
probably. So, I'll say this. Whatever treasure you find in the pyramid, I'd like you to donate at least 3 pieces of it to this here academy, or this here society.
Is that magical artifacts or
Nah,
just gems and whatnot?
cups, chalices, old shit.
Biff, now come on, you're really don't bust my chops. Don't bust my chops. We'll give you one magnificent piece with a plaque for me and the crew. One piece, and you give us a plaque.
All right.
I want to genuinely look at the rest of the crew and just do a. I didn't expect that to work. And back. Yeah, great. Perfect.
Got me feeling bad because you're cursed and probably gonna die. So I mean,
I'm a little dustman.
I mean, if you die, I don't have to follow through on that. But he slaps you on the lower back because he's a goblin.
This is a butt pat.
Yeah. I advise you make sure your food doesn't spoil, because it's gonna. And advise you have transportation to get to the pyramid, because walking there, not advised.
Oh, we've got Keimels.
Yeah, we've got. Oh, excellent. Yeah, we've heard some creatures have been nesting in the dune wastes of recent that haven't been seen here in the last couple 100 years. So that's good.
What kind of creatures?
Oh, massive purple worms. Oh, my throat. That can dig underground.
Very specific. All right.
And rumors of a dragon, but fucking dragons haven't been seen for like in all the continents for like thousands of years. So,
well,
just
rumors they're going to show up tomorrow.
Wait,
Well,
hold on. Desert island with big purple worms. Like, I love like the Dune imagery I'm getting right now.
All we've got to do is just walk without rhythm, make sure our still suits are nice and ready to go. And he who controls the spice controls the universe. I'm good.
Yeah, there it is.
no, fear is the mind killer.
There we go. That was the other one. I knew I was missing one of the cliches.
Is anybody else? Has everybody got their Gomja bars ready?
I don't know what you guys are talking about. And then he just kind of goes, well, I can't really offer you much of anything. I would offer you food and water, but that'll spoil. You got lanterns, torches, rope, grappling hooks.
We'll take it all. I mean, what we don't have, if you could outfit us, I would be very appreciative.
Yeah, sure, I can give you some equipment on loan. He just rummages around in this crate behind him. All right, I got a 100-foot rope, the grappling hook, no rope attached to it. Tosses his metal claw down on the ground. It tink, tink, tink.
Just picks it up.
A map of the continent. Throws that down.
Perfect.
A jar that says farts on it. No.
Hold on. Now, hold on.
I think that's a joke. I got this hand. He lifts up this mummified, decayed hand. Got one of these.
Can I identify that?
It's just a mummified hand. Nothing really
Is
special
it a
about it.
monkey's paw?
Just a mummified hand. Nothing special about it. You want it?
Yeah.
All right. Toss it on the pile. Oh, cool. 2 potions of greater healing.
Great.
And, I think that's about it.
Great. Can I ask you one more thing?
Of course.
Has anyone from my family come here looking for me?
Speaking of your family,
Yes.
huh.
No.
You know how I said people been going crazy?
Shit. Yeah.
Well, your mother might have went a little crazy about a couple days ago. She didn't kill anyone, but they've detained her in the house for the time being.
In my house?
In your house.
Okay, gather everything up, and I'm like, well, thank you so much. If we
No
could
one's
make...
permitted to see her, though. They're waiting for this whole thing to end, I think. They think it's just like a sickness that's going around, but us archaeologists know a little bit better.
Right. Also, forget that. Yeah. If you don't mind, I'd like to make an attempt, I say to the group, to see what's going on with my mom.
Yeah. This is your show, buddy. Whatever you need to do.
Let's go. I don't know if it's better to just go or if it's better to see.
It's possible that the plague of insanity is related to the one that's holding your soul as well. So 2 birds, 1 stone, maybe.
It is.
Great, that's just a known fact.
Well, going on the myths and stories about Amin's curse, yeah.
Biff is pretty well informed.
But if you want to go see her, oh yeah.
Sorry, Noose, you wanted to weigh in here?
I don't know. Sometimes it's really hard to see people acting not themselves. So we might want to avoid that. That and I don't have Lesser Restoration right now.
Well,
I can make sure she's kept safe.
and if you could, tell her I'll see her. Send a message that I'll see her when I get back.
Yeah, of course. Stefano. And you see this kind of like similar to Icarus when he appears on Ogden's shoulder. This familiar appears on Biff's shoulder, and it's this floating, like almost transparent, like squid with 2 little eye stalks and tentacles, and it's a flumph. And he's like, yeah, can you go, Stefano? Can you go check out, Queso joint? Kind of maybe sneak in. And he, yeah, keep an eye on her. Maybe stay in the closet, under the bed, whatever you do best. And the flump just goes, and just kind of floats away out a window. Stefano will get the job done.
Thank you, Biff. Great. We are. The faster we go, the faster we get back. And now, this isn't my normal ask, Biff.
Yeah.
But I'd be remiss if I didn't ask for those in my crew. Is there any place we can? Is there anything else that we need before we can go? Is there a place we can beef up? Like, I don't usually need. I don't do weapons. But is there a, or at least not conventionally? Is there a place where we can get something extra to protect us from Amin's thrall?
Like weapons, magical weapons and shit.
Something like that. I know that we have shops, obviously, but I'm. You know about Amin. You know that he's got. You know he's dangerous.
Well,
I want to protect my crew as best as possible.
Oh, of course. They do only say that weapons with magical traits tied to them can hurt.
What about silver?
I don't know about silver, but I don't believe so.
Oh, wait.
But I've heard, the rumors are true. Magic is the way to do it. And judging by that huge fucking trident there, sir, that could get the job done.
Yeah, it's pretty magic, yeah.
He looks at the katana Eclipse has strapped to her side. He looks at it closely. Yeah, that could do it. Sorry, little man. Doesn't look like you got anything that can do it. That said, you are one of my kind.
He like spins his blow dart. Sorry. Oh yeah.
You look like you're one of my kind. You're a goblin, fellow goblin. Hail, Bleak Skull.
Oh, you're from Bleak Skull. Okay.
Nah, I just been there.
Oh,
no, not from there. Shit. I feel bad for you, little man. So, here. And he unfurls the whip that he's using as a belt. And he gives it to you.
Useful. Look at the whip.
Keep her safe. That is a magical whip. It is a +1 whip.
Is it on loan with some of the rest of this gear?
It looks like Indiana Jones's whip. Kind of, whip-like.
No, I meant like, is it on loan like the rest of the gear?
Oh, you know what, little man? I got a better one. That one I just use for show and decoration. Yeah, you can keep that one. So it's a +1 whip.
Wow.
And the end of the whip looks like the head of a rattlesnake.
Whoa. He grabs it by the head and just looks at Ash, and Ogden goes, "Oh, wow, wow." Like, attacking. Wow. Wow. This is cool.
Yeah,
Thanks, dude.
if you crack the whip, crack it. Go for it. Test it out.
Okay.
And you just shatter a vase. Just.
Oh no!
That's fine. He wanders over to it and touches his hands on it, and he casts Mending. And he puts it back on the shelf.
Thanks.
Yeah, so you have a +1 whip.
Right.
Biff. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Biff. I think we've got to.
And you have that rock. Just throwing that out there.
Biff, I think you've done so much for us. I think we've got to get while the getting's good.
Yeah. Could the three of you wait outside while I talk to this little goblin man? I haven't seen a goblin in a long time.
Oh, certainly. Yeah. Let's go. Biff. They still have the small reception hall just off this foyer.
Yep.
We'll be there, stealing our reserve. We'll see you there, Noose, and then we'll take off as soon as you're done.
And Biff waits for you guys to leave the room. The door closed. He closes the door again, and he looks at you. All right, I'll add to your friends.
Oh, really?
It's not a +1 whip.
No.
No. All right. Looks like a snake, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right. It's called the Rattler. Rattler. Now, here, I'll show you something. Give it to me for a sec.
No, okay. Hello.
He takes the whip from you, cracks his neck a little bit, and goes, hiss! And the whip turns green for a second, and little bits of liquid drip off the whip and hit the ground. When the drips hit the ground, they kind of go tss, 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 and sizzle a little bit. And he's like, watch this. So, and he cracks the whip, and you see a globule of this sizzling green liquid hit a wall and kind of just cook on the wall like tss. He's like, you can fling acid with it. Also, you can use it up close on people. You just got to speak the command word, which I use, hiss. And he says he says it again. The whip goes back into looking like a snake, and he hands it back to you.
Thank you. Why being so nice? You were like really against. I said I was missionary, and you were like, oh, screw the gods and whatnot.
Yeah, of course. I like your shield.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty wicked, right?
Yeah.
I made it myself.
I can
Thank
tell.
you.
Yeah. I can tell. Blessings of Piption upon you.
That's right.
And he snaps his fingers and the door opens. Your friends are probably waiting for you.
That's an end.
And then the door closes.
Nuso try and catch up to him.
I'll homebrew that whip later.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, because you don't have a magic weapon, and everybody else does, basically.
I got 2 magic weapons.
Ogden's mitts.
Watch the canopies. There's trees. Stop doing that.
I'm not. There's no fire. It's just finger dancing.
Sorry, it was the corner of my eye, and I panicked.
But yeah, Noose, you approach them. They're at the reception area. It's pretty empty. There's nobody really here right now. Everybody's out on archaeological digs and stuff.
Ooh.
I want to pour everyone a drink, but it's not a boozy drink. It's just very delicious, crystal clear water.
As you pour the water out in goblets, it comes out red.
I go, drink if you want. This will be the last. Yeah, I might not survive.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Tastes
Nuso
coppery. That's for sure blood.
will give it a Nuso will give it a sniff.
Oh yeah, it smells like copper and blood.
Yeah, buddy, I think there's a problem there. Where'd you get this water?
Where we normally get water, just from the bar.
Oh no.
I think this is a touch of a mean. So, who wants to kill a scary tomb prince?
Let's do it.
Well, I had an appointment with a vampire, but I suppose I can push that off.
Great. Let's
Deception.
That was a joke.
I know.
let's do a dance. I put the cup back on the bar, and I'm
All right.
Are there any? Do you have any like bowls, like glass bowls?
do it. I could ask the bartender. Hey, barkeep, do you got a glass bowl?
Like that I can fit my head into?
He gestures towards a fish bowl. It has a goldfish swimming in it right now.
Is he swimming through blood?
Yep. And then it's kind of just like, bloop, and then floats to the surface.
Oh, no.
Oh, damn it, that's the second one this week.
I think I might have an idea.
Yeah, you follow it. Follow your heart.
You'll grab a bowl, a glass bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I might try this out later.
You just
Great.
take you just take the
good.
fish bowl?
Now, are you using this? Can I take it?
Nah, I'm tired of all the fish dying. Just take it.
Oh, wait. Thanks.
Yeah. You see carrying this fish with a dead goldfish floating on the top of it.
Yeah, News'll quickly eat the goldfish and then
Yep.
keep going.
That's pretty good.
All right.
Drinking blood, eating goldfish. What a day. What a day.
Yeah.
Let's go pick up Spittoon, Terry, Marion, and Praline, and let's go discover stuff. One more thing. Is there any? Now that I'm thinking about it, is there any extra carrying capacity that we could add to the Kymals?
Okay, so Kymals.
I have a bag of holding.
Yeah, and the Kymals have saddlebags on them. And I believe the carrying capacity rule is they can carry a certain amount times their strength modifier. I could be wrong. But yeah, they could carry a hefty amount. They could probably carry about 250 pounds.
Okay, cool.
Because they're animals meant for transporting and being mounts. So they carry about 250 pounds each.
All right. Let's get while the getting's good.
All right. So you guys are leaving Sylgur? Heading back to the gate, or what?
Do we pass by a marketplace on our way
I
out?
have nothing else to do if you guys
so
have nothing else.
where the Sylgur Society of Archaeological Enthusiasts is, it's actually in the trade district, so you can see a ton of stalls set up.
On our way out, I'm just gonna peek at some of the stalls nearby.
Sure.
I want to see if I can find the most ornate, decorated parasol I can find.
Perception check.
Gotta get shelter from that sunlight. 17.
Yeah, you can easily find one. It's like a rainbow-colored silken parasol. And there's no one really gathered around it right now, but yeah.
How much for that?
Someone just walking by and it's like, it's just decoration.
But it's not for sale?
No, it's just decoration. You can take it, I guess. No one's gonna stop you. And he keeps walking.
Just spin it as I walk.
Sure. Yeah, you got a big rainbow-colored parasol. It's big enough for one person to stand under.
All right. Yeah. And I shade myself from the sun. Manage equipment. Add parasol.
Of course. And are you guys heading back towards the front gates of the city?
Yeah. Is there any other? Hey, I think it's time for us to head out. Does anybody need anything else? Anybody need any equipment that would boost them up? Like we're going into a fight.
Mm-hmm.
I still have that.
I'm more worried.
I wish I could do the accent. I still have that scroll of raised dead, so if one of you die, I can just, hopefully bring you back.
Yeah, that's nice.
Great.
I'm more worried about you, Ogden. You have everything you need to be on your game.
Oh, yeah, and she has a dagger of venom and a +1 flintlock pistol.
Yeah.
I feel about as good as I think I'm gonna get. I don't know. I don't know. I certainly don't want to. You know what? Yeah. I'm just let's go. Let's lean in.
All right.
Let's giddy up.
All right. So you guys get to the front gates of the city. They're open. The guards open them. You guys come up front. You see all the Kymals are gone except for your 4. Eclipse puts
Oh, wow. Okay.
Eclipse approaches hers and puts the feather back in the hat.
How does I want to get the bedroll down. Can I look at the moat and see if it was affected by the...
It is not.
The bloodening?
The moat isn't.
Do I know anything about that moat?
Yeah, drinking from it is punishable by death.
Great.
And you know that nothing really lives in the pond, like in the moat, except for quippers. Which is like piranhas, basically.
Great. Perfect.
Basically, if people try to drink out of it, they generally fall in, and then the piranhas just devour them.
Great.
So it's not necessarily punishable by death, just usually results in death.
Well, also punishable by death. They get away, then it's punishable by death.
Oh, okay.
Considered a sacred moat. But yeah, your Kymals are there, intact. They've been eating. You see one of them. You see Spittoon. Pick a small scorpion up off the ground, and both heads rip the scorpion in half and eat the scorpion.
Oh. Good job, buddy. Easy. Yeah, that's right.
let's get out of here. Let's go.
All right. So you all, I won't make you guys do animal handling checks. So you all clamber up on your chimels, and if you look at the map, oh, the music stopped playing. Oh my god. If you look at the map, you can see where you have to go to get to the Great Pyramid of Amin. It is south, 60 miles.
All right, let's get riding, folks.
Oh.
All right. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this pretty well, because it is just a vast desert with nothing in it. So, you guys are riding off with your parasol out.
Yeah.
Because you are a very hoity-toity noble from a continent that doesn't have this much heat.
I mean, I've been a pirate. Wait, I mean, I was homeless for half a year, and then I was a pirate for 6 months after that.
Just say you grew up hoity-toity.
That's true.
And you're riding. You're kind of all riding in unison, kind of like that scene from The Mummy where they're all riding towards the city. You're all keeping up the same pace on your two-headed camels. The sun is hot as fuck. But Ogden Boon, you're used to it. You're from here.
Ooh.
And as the first hour or so passes, you guys get to this collection of hills, lots of sandy hills. And the camel has to go up hills and go down hills. And you can definitely see large trenches that are extremely deep in the sand, like maybe 300 feet deep, just trenches. And the camels are smart, they're avoiding them. And the trenches are about 50 feet in diameter, and you're assuming, oh, these must be those worms that Biff was talking about. But you don't hear anything, you don't hear rumbling beneath the earth. Nothing like that. And as you're all riding, I need everybody to make Constitution saving throws because of the heat, except for Ogden Boon, because he is native to the continent. Ash, you to do it with advantage because you have the parasol.
Yeah.
Yeah, Constitution saving throws from everybody.
21.
Oh, Eclipse got an 11. 21 succeeds.
Yep.
Shit. 9.
9? Like 9 total?
Yep.
Okay. So this heat is horrendous. This is the worst heat you've ever probably experienced, Noose. You think Impshire is manageable? It's kind of warm and toasty. This is beyond enjoyable. This is beyond comforting. This is beyond warm. This is searing hot. You can feel your skin starting to burn even after an hour. Noose and Eclipse both take 1 level of exhaustion due to the immense heat.
Noose immediately, I don't know, as this is all going down, he's just gonna create water and spray it on him and have it just rain over the top of everyone.
All right. You still take the level of exhaustion, but
that's fine. But Noose is reacting.
Yeah, just water, just
oh, it's so hot.
You guys see steam just coming off him, Ash, you're just under your parasol, oh.
It's. I keep the parasol over me, and the water is hitting it and flowing off like it's an umbrella.
Okay. Yeah, you guys pass through this vast desert, with no real event. You do see what appears to be a half-buried city that is just swallowed by the sand. Ogden, you would know that used to be a settlement known as... Very familiar to you, because the last time you were here, Ogden Boon, it was not swallowed up by sand.
Oh, was that... is that the site at Kandarash?
That is Kandarash.
Yeah.
And it is no longer... It is swallowed by sand, completely swallowed by sand.
Well,
little bits of buildings stick out, little bits of towers and homes kind of stick up out of the sand.
Here's the thing that's great about being an archaeologist, fellas. When something messes with a site, you just get to have fun digging it up again. Just proceed fast.
All right.
Let me roll something real quick. You do hear rumbling deep below the earth. as something big is moving underneath there, and there is a little bit of a quake, like a little bit of a shake, like a quake, a little bit. And you guys all feel that very easily, but whatever that is does not come up any higher than where it is down below. Purple worms, everyone. And what are you guys doing for the last hour of your journey?
Noose is just, like, he hopefully caught a bunch of that water.
Yeah.
With his great water in the fishbowl, and he's just like just drinking it out of the
just
fishbowl.
pouring this like water down your throat. Yeah. Okay.
He was
Ash.
initially thinking of using it as like a little kind of filling it with water and then just putting it over his head and having Ash cast like
water breathing.
Water breathing. So it's just like this kind of reverse deep dive like situation.
Amazing.
But yeah, it ended up not happening.
Alright, hey, you're just drinking from this fishbowl.
Yeah.
The funny thing about the fishbowl, all the decorations are still in the fishbowl, like the pebbles and the little castle.
It's a castle on nooses.
Oh yeah.
You're just like you're drinking from it, and all like the decorations are like on your face, just like
yeah.
There's a fake starfish just like plastered across your one eye. What's Ash doing for the last hour of this journey, which would generally take a full day to do?
Ash is just kind of like looking around and noticing like, huh, if you squint, kind of looks like the ocean, but brown. Huh. Not a lot to do out here. Did anybody else hear that?
You all heard it.
Worm sign.
What?
And in the distance, you hear like something breach out of the sand, and then back in, but you don't see it, and it sounds like it's really far behind you guys.
Let us continue post haste.
Oh yeah, yep.
All
faster.
Right. As the journey ends, you guys are in the distance, about maybe 100 yards away. You see a massive black pyramid shining in the sunlight. It is not made of stone. It's made of obsidian. You can tell the way the sun refracts off of it. It's obsidian. And as you get close, you all feel the shiver go through all of you, like an unearthly like shiver. All your instincts are telling you, turn back, go the other way. Like, don't get any closer. Like you all are easily like unnerved by whatever presence is emanating from this pyramid. And you notice birds flying, like vultures flying around, and as soon as they get near the pyramid, they turn around and fly back the other way, like as fast as they can, like. And the last leg of this trip, everybody but Ogden, Constitution saving throws. Ash, you get 1 with advantage.
Alright.
Fuck. Eclipse succeeds. Whew.
She succeeds?
She succeeds. She succeeds from the party.
No. 24.
Mm-hmm. Success.
Barbarian.
Noose. Actually, you get advantage too because you're chugging that water the entire time. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot.
16.
Success.
Ugh.
So you all get closer to the pyramid, and you're now, at this point, 30 yards away, and it is massive. It is the tallest structure either any of you have ever seen in Ogden. This is the closest you've ever gotten to the pyramid. You've seen it in the distance, but you've just never... Like, you've seen it from Stone Sun and Merchant and Candarash, but you've never gone farther than Candarash towards this pyramid. Yeah, it is the biggest structure you guys have ever seen in your life. And all around it, like in this area of the Dune Wastes, are other pyramids, but they're normal-looking pyramids, you know, made of limestone and normal-sized. This one is maybe 10 times the size of a normal pyramid. It is huge. Yeah, sitting before you in an ocean of sand is this gargantuan black pyramid that seemingly stretches up into the clouds. The obsidian shines brightly in the desert sun, and a feeling of dread emanates from all around it. At the foot of the pyramid, about 30 yards in front of you guys, is a single door about 8 feet in height and 6 feet across. And scribbled on the door, from what you can see kind of see stuff scribbled in the door from where you are, and you assume it's probably the same language as the continent itself, the main language of the continent itself in Primordial. So, 30 meters away from this, 30 yards away from this pyramid. What do you guys want to do?
Can I find an area to keep our Kaimal?
Oh yeah. There's yeah. You probably could.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. I'd love to do that.
There's like an outcrop of rocks that kind of create a little bit of shade.
Great.
But there's no water or no vegetation.
They should be okay out here for. Oof. Can I check their food?
Their food looks like it's a lot of like ground up grains that haven't rotted. They smell a little bit, but you get the idea that maybe that Kaimals kind of don't mind eating rotted stuff. And their humps are still relatively good, full of water, so they should be able to stay hydrated for a good couple. Like I think I said 2 weeks.
I said 2 weeks. I was going to like offer them as much food as I could, or like enough food that like, we'll have a big meal. Bye bye.
Yeah, you could spend the better part of about 20 minutes feeding them and making sure they're okay.
Okay,
I mean, if we just like leave the feed bags, what are the chances that they're gonna like pig out and starve themselves?
Yeah, if you leave the feed bags, they'll be fine. Like they wouldn't eat through the entirety of the feed bags in like one day.
It's not like a cat where if you lead them with all their food, they'll eat all of it and throw it all up.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds more like a dog. I was worried they were gonna like knock over their dish and then just let it all.
And lay down in it.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go in.
Okay. Yeah, at this point, from where the rocks are, you're about 10 feet away from the door.
Yeah, I kind of want to say, I'm ready.
All right.
Ogden. Mm-hmm. Above the door in Primordial, you read, "Here lies the Pyramid of Amin, resting place of the Cursed One, the Father of Tongues. All ye who enter here are forfeit."
I look back at them. I reply that I say, it says, all ye who enter are forfeit. No one has to go with me.
But if we win, it'll be really cool.
And also, you'll all be Ogden Boon rich.
I mean, I pull out my gem-encrusted box. I'm apparently already rich.
Fair enough.
But we'll be even richer.
But truly, don't let that motivate your heart.
And not a single ship piloted.
You know what, Deuce? We were having a good day today. We weren't thinking about that. And this, you know what? This kind of reminds me of. It's a structure. If the dunes are like a sea, this is kind of like a boat. So this is kind of like piracy. You squint at it, it's kind of piracy.
That's the way the bitch. Let's do it.
There we go. All right.
All right.
Avast.
Oh,
prepare to be boarded, Prince.
So excited. Metal hands. I'm so excited. All right. As you all enter the pyramid, you all feel that dread increase tenfold, almost like it's vibrating in your mind. Like it hurts a little bit, and then it goes away for the time being. I need everybody to make wisdom saving throws as you enter the pyramid.
Berkeley is a barbarian. I'm great at those.
Ooh.
18.
Success.
17.
Success.
26.
Success. Damn, guys. Eclipse kind of feels her head and goes, "Oh, I don't feel so good." And she vomits up a little bit, and then
Yeah.
she looks fine.
Was it a little bit of her food because we overfed her and now she's good?
Cat.
Ogden Boon, you can give me a history check to see what the fuck just happened when you guys walked in.
Fraulein. What just happened? 14.
Bummer. No. I mean, you have your...
Guidance.
you have
Guidance.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll let... You know what? You can use your portent, or I'll let you drop a guidance here, if you want.
What's it?
A
So-
D4.
Oh, okay. Oh, great.
And you got a 14, right?
14.
Okay.
This is a 16.
That almost makes it.
Bummer.
No, wait, hold on. Yeah, that almost makes it. You know this place is cursed, you just don't know what the curse entails.
The if it has a circle around it, that means I'm proficient in it
Yes.
on the skill check. Okay, which is not.
The full circle is proficient. The circle around the full circle is expertise.
Oh, I have expertise in that.
Yeah,
An
okay.
expertise. That just means it's 1.5, right?
Yeah, it just means you get a higher number.
Yep.
Not
Okay,
For
so
some reason I thought that guy you gave you advantage. Never mind.
all right,
sorry.
so as soon as you guys kind of step into the pyramid and you adjust to the light in here, you immediately find yourselves in a room that resembles a cross in its dimensions. It's about 45 feet in width and about 35 feet in length. About height, maybe about 20 feet in height. The walls are made of the same black stone as the pyramid itself, with slate gray stone floors covered in a thick layer of sand. In the middle of this room is a rectangular pool of greenish water, with a small bridge that has rotted away into nothingness that once seemed to connect this side of the room to the other, where a black obelisk sits in front of a set of stone black doors. The river is about 25 feet across and seems quite still and calm. There seems to be a skeleton lying face down in the river, a small pack wrapped around their shoulders and resting on their back. Oh, my apologies. The ceiling of this room is about 60 feet up, and comes to a point where a small beam of sunlight pierces through, illuminating the chamber. The obelisk itself is about 15 feet tall and made of pure black obsidian, and has blood-like runes painted all over the exterior of it. Torches also line the walls of this room, but those torches are not lit.
Nobody touch that pillar. I remember what happened last time. Somebody touched a pillar that had runes on it. Don't do it. It was me, I think, but still, don't do it.
It summoned demons.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't touch that thing. I remember.
Luce would like to check on the body and the
Yeah,
back.
I want to check on that body too.
It's floating in the middle of the river, so it's about, I'll say 10 feet across.
Is it
I wanna-
moving down the river?
I want to
or-
mage.
No,
Can I-
it's not really a river. It's more like a. I said a river, but it's more like the water's still, so it's not moving. There's no current, and it's just kind of floating in the water. It's a skeleton just floating there, and the water's
Can I-
green.
Can I mage hand the body and pack if it's just a skeleton?
No,
Can I mage hand just the pack?
no. The way it's like worn on the body, it'd be hard to wriggle off.
Fair.
And you notice the pack actually isn't touching any water.
Is it 10 feet?
Yeah, the body's about 10 feet across in the water, like in the middle of the water, in the middle of this like little pool. We'll say it's a pool. But it looks like a river covering the room, but yeah.
Noose, do you have that grappling hook?
Oh yeah, it's right here.
Can I? You said there's nothing on our side of the room.
There's nothing on your side of the room. There's that rotted bridge that connects to the other side, but the bridge is rotted out and there's no way across.
Can I examine the foundation of the bridge? Is there any knot rot or anything sturdy about it?
Doesn't look like it, no. It looks like if you stepped on any bit of that bridge, it would fall, like it would collapse under your feet and you'd plunge into the water.
All right, fellas. My idea was to maybe attach the grappling hook to the top of the obelisk, tie it off on some way, and then we just climb our way across, and maybe try and grab the pack as we're going across. But that's my idea. I'm open to suggestions.
Let's see if we can grab the pack with the grappling hook.
Actually, I've got a
You
fantastic.
can use your. Oh yeah, what is it?
Do you think that grappling hook? Do you think it's? Can I figure out what's the substance is? The green water substance.
Sure, you have to get up and inspect it.
I would love to.
Yeah, you get. How close do you want to get to it?
5 feet.
Okay, you get within 5 feet of the water. It's green. It's a little. It looks like it's dark. It's not clear. It's dark. And since you're 5 feet in front of it, you can give me an investigation check with advantage.
The advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Great. That's an 8. It's a stout 8.
It just looks like very, very still, dark green water.
Hey, hey, Noose. You said you had rope, right?
Yeah,
Can I see the end of it?
yeah.
All right. I'll tie it around my immovable rod and then say, "Can Rust fly this up and click it over the water?"
Absolutely, he can.
We were just talking about this thing last week.
Or you could if we wanted to get that pack in the middle of the water, we could use this grappling hook. You could use your mage hand to hook the pack, and we pull back.
That's true. Oh yeah, we can do that first.
Yeah, let's do that.
Which one, the grappling hook or the magic hand?
We're gonna do the. It's too heavy for just my mage hand, but I can affix the grappling hook to the pack, and we can end over end it in if we think we can do it as a group.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I'm, obviously I submit to the DM if that's
Sure.
That do.
So what are you doing? You're taking the grappling hook and wrapping it around the obelisk with the mage hand?
We're actually wrapping it around the pack first. The pack in the middle of the water.
So you're getting the mage hand to transport the hook of the grappling hook to the pack and secure it?
Yes.
Sure. Yeah, you can do that. Mage hand takes the hook and flies it over and ensnares the hook through one of the through the straps.
I keep the slack of the rope while this is happening, and I let it out as the mage hand is going, careful not to let it dip into the liquid.
Sure.
Great.
I guess I'll just start pulling it once it's hooked.
You hear a wet crunch. And the bag briefly touches the water. And you hear it.
Must pull faster.
You said it's you said that the it's hooked on, right?
Yeah.
Onto the bag.
and I'm from where I am. Can I just try and get a nice taut grip on it and just like yank and try and just flick it out of, just like yank it up and like over me?
And is there a way I can try and like scoop it with Mage Hand, or what's the weight? What's the weight on Mage Hand?
You both can do that. So I'll say no rolls needed. As Ash pulls and the Mage Hand scoops it up and picks it up, you guys bring this pack over and set it down to your feet, and there's clear acid burns now on the bottom of it, where it touched the water.
All right.
Oh boy.
Don't touch that.
Acid. Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
What's in the pack?
Don't drop in the acid.
Yeah.
I want to take my knife and start like sifting through, like going through the pack, so that I can just start
The pack is
doing.
empty.
Great.
It looks like whatever has been in the pack might have fallen out and dissolved into the acid.
Oh, okay.
Like, way before you guys took it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Swing across then?
Yeah, do you want to, were you thinking swing, or do you want to make, like a rope bridge? Or like, would you rather swing, or would you rather climb?
Is the, Justin, are the two sides of the river the same, like, height?
Yes.
Okay. I'll just say, probably would be safest to swing if we just get the thing up nice and high. And we can just tie like a loop off on the bottom, put your foot in it, and then just swing across. Because I feel like if someone's arms get tired halfway across while they're climbing, they could fall.
Mm-hmm.
I like your thinking.
So I'll say, never mind. No one has a strength score of 25. Because so long jump wouldn't work here. Long jump, you can jump as much as your strength score.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have Icarus fly up probably.
Oh yeah.
Probably 35 feet to be safe, at least.
Okay, and he's got the immovable rod.
You could go the full. I mean, it's how long is the rope?
100 feet.
100 feet. I mean, he could go up to the full like
Length.
ceiling.
Yeah.
If he wanted to, and then we could just get a nice long one so it'd be a easier swing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Part of the rope would fall into the acid unless it's not fully like.
Yeah.
You can tie a couple knots in it so that
it's
secure.
Stuff
to grip onto.
Yeah, we can tie it back up to itself so there's a loop at the bottom.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep. Icarus struggles a little bit flying up there with his movable rod because he's just a small little baby owl.
He is super small.
And he gets up there and he does his best to use his little talons, and he clicks it, and the movable rod is just stuck there.
Great.
All right. I give the rope a tug to make sure it's
pretty sturdy.
All right. All right. Yeah. Who wants to go first?
All right. So just so I want to make sure I've got the right image of this place in my head. So it's pretty much just an acid cylinder, not cylinder, but rectangle.
Yeah, an acid,
right?
A long like acid stream basically that covers the entire length of the room.
Yeah, and
Or
the
width.
obelisk. The obelisk is on the far end of this.
Yeah, so the obelisk is directly across from this stream, about 10 feet.
And you said that it just had runic markings that nobody can make out.
Nobody can make out, and then 5 feet or 10 feet behind the obelisk is a set of black stone doors.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's all?
And that's all.
All right. Yeah. I suppose I'll give it a shot since I'm the lightest.
Okay.
All right.
So are you gonna run for the rope to grab on and swing across, or are you gonna just grab it and jump, kind of swing and jump?
He's gonna grab hold of it, pull back, like go back as far as he can with it, which probably isn't too far.
Mhm.
And then he's just gonna do a run, jump, and then hop and hang on tight.
All right. Since the rope is sturdy enough because of the immovable rod, give me an acrobatics check with advantage.
Okay. 14.
You make it across. Onto the other side.
And he tosses the rope over.
All right. It comes over to the other side. Who's grabbing it as it comes over to the other side?
Grab it.
All right, Ogden.
Anybody?
You grab
Anybody
it.
else? You go. I'll go. I can go.
All right.
All right, Ogden. Are you doing a running jump like Noose did? Like a running start?
Yeah, that seems to be the method.
All right. Acrobatics check with advantage.
It's a 17.
Oh yeah, you easily make it across. Just
I throw it back.
All right. I'll catch it and give it to Eclipse.
all right. She cracks her neck. She's a nimble cat rogue. She makes it run for it and leaps with advantage because of the way you guys got it set up. It's a good thing it is advantage because that was a 6 and an 11. So with that 6, that 11, she gets a 17 plus 6 to acrobatics, and she lands on the other side and just hucks the rope back to Ash.
All right. I'll catch it. Get my running leap and jump across with the rope.
Acrobatics with advantage.
Okay. Ooh, even better. That is with the advantage. 21.
21.
Yeah.
That is good.
A failure.
On the upswing.
Yeah,
he does a backflip off the rope.
You all make it to the other side without issue.
I have Russ reclaim the immovable rod and rope.
All right. The rope kind of dips into the acid a little bit with the descent. Oh, no, you're
okay.
holding onto it. Never mind.
Yeah.
And he flies over and unclicks the rod, and it falls about 5 feet. Ash probably catches it.
Yeah.
And you guys are now standing about 5 feet in front of that obelisk with the doors about 10 feet behind it.
I'll take the rope and hand it back to Noose and put the rod back in my pack.
Sure.
Can I?
This thing is so heavy. Bag.
Can I read or observe the obelisk?
Are you proficient in Arcana?
You know it.
You are?
I'm
Yeah,
not.
he is.
Okay, cool.
I don't have expertise. I'm proficient with it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, give me an Arcana check then. Anybody else who's proficient in Arcana can do this as well. Which I don't think is going to be anybody.
Oh boy, where are you? Oh, dang it. 7. These are the Ogden Boon rolls we've come to know.
Yeah.
You have no idea what the runes mean. Do you have another
Fart.
D20?
Yeah, I tried using a different one.
Yeah. You don't know what the runes mean.
God damn it.
They don't appear ominous, but yeah, you don't know what they mean.
It's just, this...
Clearly, though, the runes have been painted in blood.
well, it's blood and I am a failure.
No, you're not.
Is there any way I would have read a book about what they could mean?
Probably not.
All right, that's fair. That's very fair.
Yeah, immediately before you guys, behind that obelisk, is a set of those stone black doors, double doors.
Can I look at the doors? Can I study them or like try and see if they have a handle or anything like that?
No handle, just like a set of stone black, flat stone doors you just push open.
All right. Maybe the obelisk is just for decoration.
Yeah, all right. Then I'm going to push on the door.
So you push on the door. Before you guys, it's a hallway, 5 feet across and 15 feet high. The walls are the same black as the pyramid, and every 20 feet or so a torch sits, flickering, casting a dim glow across the black stone. The hall seems to stretch for what seems like a mile into the darkness.
Whoa.
Is this place bigger on the inside?
No, it's just gigantic.
And it's 5
Alright.
feet across, so single file.
Almost immeasurable.
So, you guys proceeding?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm gonna get this to a good point to end it soon because a couple of y'all are tired. So
Sorry.
it's all good. I get it. What's the marching order though?
Probably Ogden Boon first.
Okay.
For safety.
Yep.
For these guys.
I wrote down Ogden first. Ogden Boon. Behind Ogden.
I guess Noose, he has the highest perception.
Okay, News second. Eclipse will take up the rear because roguish.
Okay, I'll be third.
Unless Ash wants to be in the back because he's buff.
Actually, I was going to say I could take the back just in case something comes at us from
Okay.
behind.
Yeah.
Like if that obelisk does something.
Yeah, if that obelisk does something.
Mm-hmm.
Like someone
Can I have Russ make a vision check?
What's Russ? What would Russ be looking for?
He'd be looking for movement and just anything to try and, I don't know, like just he'd be looking for movement and room clues, and he's got dark vision 120 feet.
Okay.
And I believe
Yeah, give me a perception check for Russ.
it's I think he's got advantage on sight and hearing.
His owls?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so advantage on a perception check. And he's looking for movement and stuff, right?
Yeah, he's looking for movement. Yeah, movement. More just like movement and like, oh, there's a body, and like stuff that it would like. If it's just a room to him, it's just a room. But he'd
Yeah.
probably be looking for like movement or
He
something
is
else,
an owl.
right? That's a natural 20.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. That's the dice I need to use. Well,
Uh,
Icarus is up. His rolls are always better.
no movement per se, but about 15 feet in front of you,
Mm-hmm.
or no, not 15 feet, about 10 feet in front. 10 feet in front of you, one of the tiles on the floor is a little chipped and worn.
How far can I throw something?
I don't know.
Probably at least 10 feet.
Probably at least 10 feet, yeah.
Across our room.
Mage hand is 30 feet.
Mage hand can throw something 30 feet. But yeah, that weird tile is about 10 feet in front of you.
Can I know Mage Hand can't activate magic items, but can I hit a trap with it?
I don't know. Can you?
I would love to try.
You can certainly try.
I would love to manipulate.
How much weight does a mage hand have? Like its force.
I believe it's 10 pounds, but
it can't carry. It cannot carry more than 10 pounds. Is what the rule is. It can manipulate an object, open an unlocked door or container, still retrieve an item, pour contents out of a vial.
You'd probably determine it probably doesn't have enough mass to trigger something like that.
So I pull out my bag of sand,
Yeah.
put it in the mage hand, and go over and try and see if that will.
Sure. So you drop the bag of sand on that tile.
Yeah.
The tile instantly kind of like opens up like a trapdoor,
Mm-hmm.
and the bag of sand falls about 30 feet down into a spike pit.
Oh, my bag of sand.
Jeez, Ogden, I guess you've done this before, huh?
Just a couple of times.
And looking down in the pit, you see numerous corpses at the bottom impaled on those spikes.
Do I see anything about the size and weight of a bag of sand that hasn't been punctured by spikes?
Nope.
Do we just hear?
Yeah, you hear like a
Just the sand is just running out along one of the spikes.
I've lost my lucky bag of sand.
No.
It's all right. We'll get you a jar of dirt to make up for it.
No, but you know what my luck is like anyway, and I've lost my bag of sand. Oh,
Maybe it was an unlucky bag of sand.
Oh, I have literally never thought of it that way. Wow. You know, just one person can change your whole outlook. I just dropped an unlucky bag of sand.
And the last thing it did was fall and die to save you. So, you know.
and
Oh no, it's
Noble sacrifice. Noble sacrifice.
there's a ka-thunk sound, and that tile resets.
I'm sure it won't do that again.
I think you're right. I'm kidding. Don't test it.
You can
Eclipse,
easily
step on
step over it. Yeah, it's a 5-foot gap.
Did you see? You saw that there were other bodies in there?
Yeah.
Do we want to scavenge?
The bodies are like 30 feet down.
All right, I've got an idea. Noose, if we tie the rope around your waist, put the immovable rod above the pit, and then use it like a pulley, we can lower you down.
And just to add to it, we can put the immovable rod in front of the trapdoor, so that if it tries to go back, we'll have stopped the door.
There you go.
Despite Justin constantly putting things in front of us that never give out loot, we still try.
You do.
All right, is that what you guys are doing?
I mean, we've already crafted the plan. Let's
Yeah.
execute.
All right, so who's going to trigger the mechanism?
I'll do it with my trident.
All right, it opens again.
I lean down, I take the immovable rod, and I go, and I click it. I like lean down over the trapdoor and click it in front of it so it can't come back up.
All right,
All right. Ready with that rope, Noose?
Oh yeah.
So someone's gonna
so you're lowering Noose into the hole.
Yep.
All right, Noose, you're getting lowered through the trapdoor into the spike pit.
I'm gonna support this lowering from back. He's got the main thing, but I'm also there just in case.
Sure.
News is gonna get his hands all sticky. Let's do this.
All right, digging through the corpses, you find 5 platinum, 100 gold, 30 silver, and 14 copper.
What'd you get, Noose?
You said 30 silver and what? How much copper?
14.
I got a little bit of gold.
Oh,
And you see Ogden's bag of sand punctured and empty at the bottom of the pit.
can he reach that bag?
No.
I shall bring.
Your mage hand probably could.
Justin, could it get the bag?
You can certainly try.
I'd love to try. Just grab a bag, the bag.
The mage hand goes down and you pick up this tattered, very ruined, ripped apart bag of sand that is now just an empty bag.
Great. I will be repairing this as it was a gift.
As I'm hauling Noose up, I look at the bag and I'm like, Noose, you have mending, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You can fix it.
Perfect. Oh, that'd be a dream and treasure.
There's sand everywhere, so we could refill it.
What I love about this, what I love about having crewed up with all of you, is that you're positive problem solvers. This is fantastic. How would I hit something? It's gone. It's gone.
Right. So we can divide 100 gold.
Oh,
That'd be
yeah.
25
So
gold for each of us.
it was just. Wait, there was only. You said there was only 100 gold in there.
Well, there was 100 gold and like some silver and copper, but nobody likes to mess around with that stuff anyway. It just confuse you, Ogden. Just stick with the gold.
It's not so much that I care about the money. It's more that I feel like you're lying to me. I don't understand about much, but I don't like that you're lying to me.
It's not. How do you know? Plus, I mean, it is kind of true.
Also, we have a bit of a time limit. Maybe we could dole out the treasure once we've survived.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care about the doling of the treasure. I just don't like the lying. So they weren't. Also, they weren't they weren't Sylgarian.
You know.
Well, they don't.
Bunch of skeletons. I just picked the pockets.
Well, yeah, but they don't have any rubies or gems on them. They don't have any gemstones.
No, it doesn't. Not that I saw.
So their money is only in coins, so they're not Sylgarian.
Well, okay, yeah.
That's my.
Look at you doing a detective work there.
I'm in my element, baby.
Who'd have thought this would be your element?
An archaeologist. But an archaeologist.
I mean, I would have said that your element was like a seedy opium den or something.
You can have more than one element.
Ogden is a veritable periodic table of elements.
All right.
Onward and upward.
Yeah, we get all of our stuff, the immovable wad and everything.
Okay. The trap door resets. You can easily step over it. It's 5 feet wide.
Steps over.
Noose might need help.
I was gonna say, do you need help, Noose? Would you like help?
I can jump it.
Okay.
Athletics check. No, you don't need to. No athletics check. It's just 5 feet. Yeah, you jump it.
If you even either way, I still had the rope. Like I was still hanging on to the other end of the rope.
Mm-hmm. All right, you guys are all on the other side. And after about 10 minutes of travel down this hallway, you guys come to a slope of smooth stone leading downwards. There is no stairs, but a slick and wet slope. The smell of stagnant water can be smelled emanating from down below, and the slope just descends into darkness.
Why is it still wet if we're in the desert?
Can I test the wetness? Wait, what?
Test the wetness. How wet is it?
Well, I mean, like, I want to, like, oh, this might burn me, or, like, smell, or, like, make sure.
It's just dirty water.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure it wasn't
tell it's like dirty sitting water. It's from
great.
Yeah.
I didn't want it to be like kerosene or
yeah, kerosene.
I don't know.
I don't.
Pharaoh's tombs are notorious for using kerosene.
I don't.
Rooms flooded with kerosene.
I don't know why. I recently watched Last Crusade, where they like it's an old well, but it's turned to petrol or petrol. Anyway, that's a different thing than this thing we're doing because that doesn't happen in real life all the time. Great. Second verse, same as the first. Immovable rod pulley system. We lower ourselves down on a continual chain of rope.
Well,
it's a slope, so you couldn't actually use the. You could.
Is the slope steep enough that we can't just like walk down it?
It's a little too steep. It looks like you'd have to use it as a slide.
Okay. Yeah, we could tie a rope to the immovable rod and then gradually just like release it out and use it. Just kind of use it so we can walk down it.
Wait, no, guys.
And then send Icarus back up to...
Yeah, to click it and bring it back.
Well, if things get crazy, there's something I can do that will make it so that we stop before we hit anything.
What's that?
It's just a little thing, and you see Noose kind of like shimmies his shoulders a bit.
What is that? What is this? What is that?
Nothing. Anyway, just trust me. We could slide down this thing, and I could stop us if there's any danger.
Does it expend resources?
Nothing crazy. Doesn't use a spell, if that's what you're asking.
All right, that's what I was asking. Actually, yeah. All right, sure. Let's go slide heedlessly down. Yeah.
I have this pick. I can get ready to
Mining pick, like try to
try to be fucking Bruce Wayne learning from Ra's al Ghul.
Try and like slow your descent with it. Yeah.
Try or like at least kick. I mean, I'm for sure gonna pull a rotator cuff. Like this is.
Yeah.
No, I'd probably just turn into one of those like marionettes. Is like, like.
Oh yeah, guys. You can always just have the rope and your movable rod ready, and we'll use it as a plan B if things get hairy.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I'm also going to have my miner's pick ready then.
Okay.
So we've all got some sort of contingency plan.
What about this? What if we tie the rope around the immovable rod, tie the rope around each of it, like daisy chain ourselves together?
Yeah.
And I'll hold on to it. And then that way, if things get crazy, I'll just click it, and then we'll all just go, and we'll just stop in like a chain.
Yeah.
There we go.
Then I also suggest we go size-wise, so no one bonks into the other person as we're going down. Like
I'm the last one?
Well, technically, you'd be the first one, I think.
Yeah, you'd be in the front.
Right.
I guess I'll be in the back.
Yeah, that's perfect. Let's do it.
All right. You guys are sliding down precariously.
Yeah, but we're daisy chained together with the rope, and the rope is tied to the movable rod, which is in my hand, and I'm in the back.
All right.
Might I also add one more amendment? That we do this first grader style on our butts sliding rather than trying to stand at first in any
Oh, yeah, no, I assume we were going to sit down and slide. We weren't going to like surf our way down.
All right.
Or like try and go.
Newton's already sitting down and he's like scooching like a little
You're
kid.
already scooching on it? That is a very slick fluid. You're instantly just down the slope.
What? Well,
Like
he's tied to everybody else.
Yeah, lightning fast. So the momentum of you getting pulled pulls everybody else down.
Oh, dang!
And you're all going down the slope. And after about 10 feet, the slope ends and just turns into a drop.
Noose immediately casts Entangle to slow everybody down for that.
Alright, so you're just like falling through like tentacles now. Just like...
Well, I mean, like it would just...
Can you see the drop?
It would restrain
Nope,
us.
can't see the drop.
It would restrain us, so it's like right when he reaches the edge, he would cast it so that it's so that we'd be stuck to the edge of this area.
Yep, you're stuck to the edge then with that
Right.
drop into darkness.
Guys, we got a minute. Don't worry about the tentacles as they're like kind of like this.
What? This is the thing. You said this wasn't a spell.
It's something that my craftsmanship has created. And he like
Tentacle porn in darkness.
It's like a thing from his armor.
All right. I'll click the immovable rod so it stays still.
All right.
Can I make a perception check or like to see if there's anything? To look around to like see what the room
You
we're
can.
in.
It's just pure darkness.
Who's got a torch?
Hey Russ, can you take a look?
Oh,
I've got a lantern. All right, Russ. Tell me
Russ
what.
flies down and disappears into darkness. He's gone for about a minute, and he flies.
A minute.
He flies back up. He's like, "Yeah, just a drop. But you guys about like 180 feet. Drop into water. It looks pretty deep.
180 feet.
Deep-ish.
Based on your rules, Justin, wouldn't we take a lot of damage from that?
Well, it's normal falling damage. Because it's less than 200 feet.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be insta-kill. It'd be 10d. Well, if it's falling damage onto hard floor, it'd be 10d6. Well, it's falling damage, and I don't like the falling damage is maxed out at 10, so it'd be 18d6 because it's 180.
Does it max out at 10?
Yeah, it's weird.
I thought it was 20. Okay.
Or maybe 20d6. I don't know. Either way, it'd be 18d6 of falling damage. If it is a hard surface, Icarus said it was water, and it looked pretty deep. To him, it looked deep. He's an owl, a very small owl.
Oh, just hanging here on this rope now because a minute passed and my restraint.
Yep, the tentacles go away.
But then I click the rod, so then we just go whoop, and we just
Noose is hanging over the edge.
Ugh. It's like wraps his arm around the thing for holding it steady so he's not having to.
All right. I suppose what I could try and do is I could just keep trying to click and unclick it every little bit and just kind of drop us gradually.
Whiplash. Nice.
I mean, like every few feet. So we're like,
all right. Is that what you're doing?
Well, I'm running that by the group. Does that sound like a good idea?
I don't know. Do you think you can keep it up? That seems like it would be pretty stressful.
Maybe. Or do we want to just try dropping into the water?
Oh no.
No, I think I say let's be a cab and stop and go traffic. Just yeah, I like your plan.
All right, I'll try it.
All right, click.
I'm just gonna try and click, unclick, click, unclick.
And you fall
click.
about. Momentum from that, with all you guys weighted down, you fall about 10 feet before you click it again.
Okay. How are y'all doing?
Aces.
All right, I'll try it again.
Another 10, this time 20 feet.
Okay.
So you're at about a 150 foot drop.
All right. I'm just gonna keep going as long as it keeps working.
All right.
Like just clicking it like a ballpoint pen.
Keep falling. And then that slope ends, and you're about 50 feet up, dangling over a vast pool of water.
Who is 50 feet up? Ash or Noose?
Well, Noose would be 50 feet up.
All right.
All right, 50 feet in the water. You think we can make it?
Well,
All right.
We have to.
All right. I'm gonna take out my trident and I'm gonna like bang it on the side of the wall and cast water breathing on everybody.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna and let us fall.
You fall 50 feet, and you land in the water. And when you land in the water, you feel very hard. The water is 4.5 feet deep.
Oh.
ow.
So, 50 feet, 5d6.
Oh, and everybody's falling on top of Noose.
Yep.
And this is why I'm glad I did the ballpoint pen thing.
We rolled a little. We rolled a little.
6. So you all take 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow!
And Noose, you take an extra 5 when everybody falls on top of you. Just
This is at 30 hit points.
And as you all fall and resubmerge and look around, it's 4 feet deep, so 4.5 feet deep. So Noose, I think you can actually tread this, right? A little bit. It's 4.5 feet deep. How tall is Noose?
Stand at the bottom.
Yeah, Noose is only 3'2".
Okay, so yeah, so Noose is just like treading. Everybody else can just stand up.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys reach the bottom of this 200-foot-long slope, you feel yourself splash into a room full of stagnant, disgusting water. Detritus floats all over the surface, and a few bloated corpses also float here, seemingly killed from the fall. The corpses appear to be a few hundred years old and nearly fully dissolved into this water. And you feel yourself stepping on all sorts of squishy organic matter as you move about.
Ugh.
The water's murky, so you can't see through it because of all the bodies that have decomposed in this water. It's changed the color and texture of it. About 50 feet in front of you is what appears to be a stone door with a rather rusted and worn-looking lock dangling from it, but the lock is still very much intact. The room itself is about 70 feet in length towards the middle of the room, and about 30 feet in width in the middle. And where that passage has dropped you, it looks like the passage where it dropped you is about 10 feet wide. However, weirdly enough, the ceiling past that slope, past the passage you fell out of, is only 10 feet tall. And the wall, the ceiling at 10 feet up, and the wall seems surprisingly clean, aside from the stagnant water just sitting around.
Fellas, I feel like we're in some kind of stomach.
The walls are still obsidian.
Oh, of course. I'm saying geographically. I'm so excited. Is there any way I could document our journey thus far, map-wise?
Probably, yeah.
Sick.
Cartographer.
I kind of want to take a moment and do that.
Sure. You can
Just-
spend like a minute. You can spend a couple minutes doing that while you're just standing in this pool of just muck and body parts.
Great.
Before we end the session, what's Noose doing?
I mean, he's gonna check out the bodies.
Bloated beyond recognition, and whatever they might have had on them might have probably is like just like disintegrated from years worth, like from the hundreds of years worth of decay. Just naked, floating, bloated bodies.
Do they look so deteriorated that they would not be useful for a certain spell?
Trying to figure out what spell you're talking about.
Getting little skeleton buddies.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, they're way beyond that. You look like if they were animated, they just fall apart.
Okay,
They're not.
cool.
The bodies are just basically jelly at this point.
Okay, good to know.
And there is that lock on the stone door, about 50 feet in front of you guys. And Noose is just
I guess-
treading.
Yeah, Noose is gonna try and get out of the water.
There's nowhere to get out of the water. It's all water.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Shoot. Noose will cast Destroy Water.
It's a lot of water.
You can also breathe under it.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess Noose wouldn't mind breathing that, but
So yeah, this
Cool.
chamber, I'll just say it's So it's 4.5 feet deep water everywhere in this room, and the room is 70 feet in length.
oh, okay. So like
It's
10
a lot.
gallons of that isn't even gonna lower it by a centimeter.
Not yeah, it's a lot of water.
Okay. Never mind then.
Uh,
Yeah. Other than that, Noose is just going to keep his eyes peeled for anything.
All right.
Can I check out that lock? See what
Sure.
key you need to get
Yeah,
out
man,
there?
you can check out that lock.
I'm gonna check out that lock.
All right. So you approach the lock. Looks like a rusted iron lock. Still very much intact, though.
I tickle the lock.
You tickle the lock. You give it a nice little tickle. As you tickle it, you guys can hear a loud splashing sound coming from the northeastern corner of this room, where you see two large black amorphous blobs drop from a hole in the ceiling, then closes as these blobs drop out, and the blobs drop into the water and go kaplunk. And these black blobs start slowly moving towards you guys. They look like black sludge skimming the surface of the water. And you hear another splash, a much louder, bigger, denser splash in the northwestern corner of the room. And you look where the splash is coming from, and the big splash should be visible. You see the water kind of just go up, but you do not see the object that splashes into the water, even though you should at that size. And as these sludgy things are swirling towards you guys on the surface of the water, they look like black snot. Like black snotty sludge skimming the surface of the water. And that is where we're going to end the session for the week.
Oh boy.
It's not sludge.
With some really fun encounters in this room.
Yeah. Oh, Justin.
Any ideas what those monsters are?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to see next week when they finish oozing towards us.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
it's
know
the ooze.
exactly what they are.
Oh, it's Ivan Ooze from the Power Rangers movie.
Yeah.
How could I forget?
Oh, I love oozes. Specifically the one you guys can't see. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for joining us as we descend into the Pyramid of Amin. I've been building this dungeon for almost 2 months now. I'm having a blast building it as well. I hope you guys enjoy descending through it as players, and I hope you as the audience enjoy the terror of the Great Pyramid of Amin, because it's going to be a lot of fun here on out. Covered all the announcements at the start of the show. Thank you again to CD Projekt Red for letting us use the Witcher 3 music. It's been great. I can't wait to use the Witcher 3 combat music. So
Ooh,
excited. Last but not least, before we do go, because some guys want to go to sleep, and I don't blame them, because I am tired myself. Come back here tomorrow at 7:15 Eastern Time to see the continuation of our Curse of Strahd game, and see where the party gets up to with them dealing with Barovia itself tomorrow at 7:15 Eastern Time till about 9:45 Eastern Time. Other than that, have a good night, everybody, and don't go into pyramids. Bye, everyone.